So he'll probably finish this tournament and then fly his way out. Yeah. So we're just going to get some button checks here.
And it's just insane how fast that donation drive just went for Waveguider. I think it was just within a matter of a couple of hours it just got filled up. Because a lot of people wanted to donate after work, and it was just filled up by 3 p.m. I think.
I literally started work and I saw the compendium. I was like, oh, I'll put something in during my lunch break, and within 3 hours we'd filled the whole money. Yeah. That was crazy. So that kind of shows how close this Australian Smash community are. And we're going to see that today once you see the crowds and everyone that's going to be here. We're very, very patriotic about our states, and it's a big deal.
Absolutely. And we already have the ACT squad sitting front row with the ACT flag. They're ready to cheer on. And I think they're some of the best fans out of all the states, man. They're just so prideful. They've got all their gear ready. They're going to be chanting. They want to do everything they can to make sure Waveguider wins.
Yeah. For this tournament, however, we have no coaching, which means that Quen, through one player, is ACT. He's a big fan on coaching. He won't be doing that today, which means there'll be a lot more screaming and presets.
Definitely. There will be a lot of heckling there going from the stands. But also, on the other hand, I mean, Extra is, also the hometown hero. This is his home turf, Melbourne, Victoria.
Being #1 on the PR in Melbourne, Victoria.
Majority of the crowd is going to be rooting for him. And he is also one of the favorites to win. I mean, along with Waveguider. I mean, almost everybody in top 8. I mean, if you've made it this far into bracket.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely people are expecting you to make it all the way.
Yeah, there's a couple of fresher faces in top 8. We got a
couple of those dark horses,
Yeah, John Bombo, who's come into top 8 this tournament. Something that we don't usually see for nationals.
And also Swithy from Vic.
Yeah.
I mean, Vic has a lot of great players, and Swithy is one of them, but he wasn't really one of those guys you'd expect to make top 8.
No.
But I was speaking to him earlier, and he was feeling confident, but
here we are, we have the first game.
Opening up top 8 for BAM9. Big Bam, here we go, Town and City. And this is what Wave is going to try to go for. He's going to use these shurikens just to keep Extra out, because you know that once he gets grabbed by a Game & Watch, that's a lot of damage on that fast faller body that Greninja has.
You see anything from a neutral air string to just the full-on toot later on in percentages.
Yes. Wave has a small but comfy lead right now, just starting off in the first 30 seconds of the game. But Nick getting his own hits in right now. He has him in the corner off stage.
Oh, he went deep.
Yeah, you always have to be worried about that hydro pump. The wind box just can mess you up sometimes, but Game & Watch does have a pretty safe recovery. He should be fine.
Yeah, so I guess for tournament nerves for these two players, they are the first horse out of the gate here, which I mean, it is the morning. It's the afternoon.
No, we're well in the afternoon now.
I've been in this tournament for quite a while. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon now, but it is only still first game, which means that some people might be a little bit more rested, build their nerves a bit better, but they're just got to come straight into it.
But also, these two guys are really they thrive in the top 8. Yeah. This is what they're made of. They're no strangers to the pressure and the hype.
Yeah, they know the crowd, they know the hype.
They've definitely been here way too many times, and he's gonna live that.
Great DI there for Extra.
At 40,
the get up spike.
And that key unlocking start to top 8. First blood for going to Extra.
First blood for Victoria as well.
So and I like that multi-hit. It just actually stopped the Shadow Sneak cancel.
Yeah, the Shadow Sneak's an excellent tool for Greninja to get out of multi-hits very easily. But here these shurikens that you were mentioning earlier kind of really holding Extra back at bay.
And it's definitely something he has to figure out how to get around them. And he is doing a great job. I mean, Extra is definitely a pretty aggressive player. He does know how to rush down and find the openings.
There we go, and the return from Wave evens up the stocks. Only receiving a 40% deficit, which isn't too bad. As Greninja especially, you're not really too much in a strife.
Absolutely not.
Because you're just too quick.
He definitely doesn't feel as much of a glass cannon as Game & Watch would be. He's definitely going to be the one that's predicted to die at the earlier percents.
Yeah.
Especially off the top here at Town and City. Greninja has that gravity to kind of keep him a little safer. And both of them, though, they have insane kill power at the top. Extra especially loving that up smash on Game & Watch. He will be using that as an anti-air at late percents.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to bring out the bucket against these shurikens. I don't actually think it becomes is it a physical property? I'm not quite sure actually.
I know that Ness cannot absorb them, so
yeah,
there's always that. But also, it's a pretty slow move, and Greninja being such a fast character, having some of the best movement stats in the entire game.
Yeah, he's going to get a lot more out of power shooting it than he's going to get out of anything else he can do.
It keeps him in a frame advantage. Whereas that bucket being so slow, Greninja will just rush him down.
Oh yeah. So we already started off. I knew as soon as I said it I can't bucket them, but that's fine. So he's going to power shield them all.
Nick has him right where he wants him. That up throw, no connection though.
So the sets are coming up the top there.
Yeah, Wave Guider trying to build that wall of his with the shurikens and the forward airs. Nick dash attacking into it.
Oh, everyone's going up high here because both recoveries have win boxes here.
Yeah. Just trying to find that opening. Both of them playing pretty patiently right now. Jabs coming in. I feel that could have almost been that.
Oh,
no text. Yeah. And I mean, that was a really rough angle that he sent him in. That was right that little corner.
And because it hits so many times, it's really hard to get the timing there for the tech, because only having such a small window to actually take a stage spike, it's kind of hard for a multi-hit like that to really know, unless you've versed the Game & Watch over and over again, whether it's going to hit.
Yeah, you definitely have to know the timing of that, and it can't be finicky, especially when it's such a niche character like Game & Watch. I mean, outside of Victor, I don't feel like most Australians even get too many chances to play with Game & Watch.
Yeah, they only see Game & Watch when they come to majors and get to verse Extra in bracket. So Extra taking game 1 and Wave going back to Town & City. I think this was definitely a good decision here.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think it was a stage. I think it was just he just has to be sort of careful of those edge guards. You know, try and mix up his recovery and not get caught out by Extra.
And a lot of combo breakers coming out of both these players.
Good weight on that Nair. Able to juggle him for some extra percent. And dash attack has been sort of a pretty good approach option. Hitting with that WWE, as you like to call it.
Yeah, the chair.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. Here we go, up throw. We've got to getting some hits in right now. I feel like, yeah, he does want that forward air. It's going to tack on so much damage. The thing is, he just has to find that right timing.
Oh, and Extra having that game in his pocket to start off with means he can take it a bit more relaxed. He can sort of have some time to absorb Wave Guider's approach options and really sort out. And getting a tech on the down air, which is really crucial because he would have bounced off the stage and probably died.
And I just feel like for a Wave Guider, if he wants to take this game too, he really has to figure out how to get in on Extra. The thing is, though, he seems to be liking a lot of these aerial approaches. The thing is, though, Extra with his up smash has a great anti-air game.
Yeah.
That's what he needs, that down tilt to F-air.
Down smash coming through, not going to take him out. Wave doing an excellent job to get around him, recovering high.
Definitely adapting from the last game. Good moves there coming out there. Just applying that pressure from a safe distance, Wave Guider.
There we go.
Down tilt, taking it.
That's one of those manholes, isn't it? Is that what's supposed to be?
So. Oh, great catch.
Good choice.
And I've seen Wave Guider do this so much earlier in yesterday in top 16. Whenever there's a jump from the ledge, he punishes it perfectly with those up smashes.
Oh.
But bit of a ladder combo coming out from Nick. He's definitely not happy about getting caught like that. He's applying these hits over and over again. And he doesn't take once again.
Do it. So that's the second game going to Extra at a 2-way victory for this first set of the day.
Extra's one game away from taking the set.
I think Wave's going to take a moment here. He has a very big bottle of water. You can't quite see that on the stream, but he's going to take a moment. He's going to take a breath. He knows he now has to win 3 games in a row, which is, you know, not impossible, but top 8 is something
definitely not for Wave Guider.
It's definitely a lot easier for for Extra to win 1 more game than Wave to win 3 more in a row.
And especially, I mean, he's got his boys right behind him. He's definitely feeling confident. He knows not to be faced. Starting off pretty safely with some shurikens. Trying to get that wall off. Combos, regrab combo coming out from Nick.
Yeah, that's the thing with Extra's Game & Watch. He doesn't really Like, he gets a lot of little combos, and then before you realize, you're at 100%.
He definitely knows how to reset his opponents, because using those multi-hits on Game Watch, we saw earlier that Shadow Sneak, just to get out of those multi-hits, he needs to know when to reset and just let go and then catch him again.
Yeah.
And that's the deal. When somebody has just such a potent combo breaker, you need to know how to get the resets. Toot Toot, that's the first stock. Extra definitely feeling himself. He's very happy. He's got a very comfortable lead, and he's up to own the set.
Oh, just straight away. I look down and have a drink of water, and I'll come back and...
Before you know it, Toot Toot taking the first stock. Definitely for everybody watching it at home, can't even blink with so much action just going on.
So yeah, well, as I said before, with the comfortable of having 2 games up, sometimes it can be a little too much comfort, and you can start to relax a bit and just calm down and say, no, actually I have this, I'm fine.
You got to stay composed, because Wave Guider
he'll definitely catch you slipping.
If you overextend, he will want to punish that. He will make you pay.
And he's playing a really, really heavy keep away game.
Yeah, he has to do this now. He can't overextend, because he knows that if he does extra, we'll punish that. It could be like, the sets if he just makes too many mistakes.
Yeah, he's at 116% here. Quite a scary position for Game & Watch, because this jab does a lot of knockback.
Yeah, he definitely has very, very little room to make errors now.
Oh, getting the fan
just jumping out.
The jump away there.
He just has to be very careful if he's going to cross up, because that up smash will come out. Trying to chase him off the top, but...
Well, luckily he missed that air, because I think the key would have maybe killed him if he got hit with an upwards hit.
Yeah. Up throw taking that. Yeah.
If you've got a throw that doesn't kill at 144 against Game & Watch, do you really have a throw, or have you just pressed a button for the sake of it?
This is definitely not out of reach for Wave. I mean, he is far behind the percent, but... I mean, the punish game that Greninja possesses can really switch the tide of this game.
Yeah, a couple air dodge reaches, and then into a true combo and you're done.
And here we go, that 2-2 will close it out though. Having that confirmed with the grab, just excellent stuff.
Extra moves forward in the bracket now. Wave not out of the woods just yet. He still has Luce's bracket to play. And that's #1 in Victoria showing.
Australian PR.
Yeah, the Australian PR came out before BAM. It actually got released day by day leading up to BAM as a bit of a hype builder. All right. We've got some hand warmers coming in here, but you get to see more of us. So we'll just... you see our sponsors down the bottom there. We got the Bandai Namco Capcom Pro Tour.
Thank you. Supplying the lovely monitors.
Yeah, we can see the games nice and clearly, and hopefully you can at home too.
And also Razer, they have their own booth down there. I actually dropped by last night.
Yep, set out Infiltration.
I didn't actually get to meet I didn't meet Infiltration there. I just had a game on the new sticks.
Yep.
Had a bit of fun, and they gave me like a little pack just full of like a bunch of gear, like some lanyards, really keychains, stickers. It's a lot of good stuff.
We've got our Red Bulls here sitting next to us here to keep us through the rest of the bracket. A lot of energy we have goes into these tournaments. And yeah, we've got to keep up to date. And we're at the Melbourne Exhibition Centre, home of a lot of the conventions here in Melbourne. We've got stuff like PAX.
A fantastic venue though.
And yeah, we're going to get into this game now. We've got Bayonetta versus Toonlink, 1 versus 3, and we're ready to go here.
Yeah, here we go.
Another Animal Crossing stage here.
Yeah, I mean, how can you? I mean, everybody loves like a bit of Smashville.
I wish we were later in the day so we could get the old KK Slider out with his guitar.
Oh yeah, love me some tunes, but Ghost is using the strategy all tournament from what I've noticed. Just these fade back nairs, It just keeps him safe and at a distance.
Unfortunately, I haven't actually seen Ghost play all weekend, so it'd be good to see him right now in top 8.
You'll definitely see he's just as good as he always was, man. But I mean, I want to talk about AHA for a little bit. I mean, John Bombo, AHA, he's definitely been like one of the surprise guys here at this tournament.
Yeah.
He's had an incredible run. I mean, he's on winner's side. I don't think anybody saw him coming there. I mean, he is a fantastic player, but,
Yeah, not to discredit him, but it's definitely probably the darkest horse in this
of this tournament.
In this tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, the thing is, I think Ghost was telling me earlier, he's just like, I think it's only just a matter of time until my SA boys just get rid of their tournament nerves. And I think this is that tournament.
Yeah. And
we could definitely see that. AHA proving that.
So a lot of sort of we've recently come to light with Bayonetta the whole planking situation here, but it's good to see Ghost playing a bit more of aggressive sort of lead, but he's also very good at playing hot and cold and knowing when to back off.
Yes, definitely does know how to play passive. He's just got such insane control of the neutral Ghost. And we see he has definitely been controlling the pace of this game so far.
And I'm actually kind of hoping Ghost plays lane because I personally, I know you're the same. We like timeouts. We like really long-winded games.
Gotta love the cerebral game that's going on there, that patience that goes on. Yeah. But I doubt we will see this. I feel like it's just a slower-paced game. It's just two players just zoning out at each other. And that's what Aha has to do. He has to try poke him out with these projectiles and try just slowly find that opening, but
unfortunately Tether not doing him any good, leaving him really open there for an edge guard.
Neutral air perfectly intercepting that. Such a great edge guard tool. Here we go. John getting some hits in. But here we go, the punish is happening now. Great air dodge though.
Yeah, SDIing is as hard as his hands can take him here.
Absolutely, you need to get that mash out to get out those combos. Trying to set up a trap here at the ledge. It's doing him good. He's keeping Bayonetta in the corner, but she finds her way back on stage.
Oh, that wish twist is such an amazing tool to the edge guard because it knocks you out the same way every time.
Yeah, so you know where to go. It's always in front of Bayonetta. Oh, misses that grab, but still safe. This is looking definitely a lot in Ghost's favor. Yeah. Which, I mean, it was what's predicted, but maybe if John could take this stock, we could see a bit of a switch in pace of the game. Maybe.
Yeah, Aha's very good at using the combos with bomb and into fair, but that's going to be game one, unfortunately.
Up here, we'll take that. Game one. Yeah, I mean, it's just Ghost really, when he has the lead, he really doesn't.
He runs with it. He absolutely runs with it.
He has the complete luxury of not having to approach, and Toon Link is definitely one of those characters that wants to force the approach.
Yeah.
He's got those projectiles. He wants to frustrate you from far away, but and it's just Ghost that has the luxury to be able to play that game instead of John.
And having his bullets as well, he's able to do the exact same thing and say, if you want to throw bombs at me, I'm going to stand on the other side of the stage and shoot at you. And if I'm in the lead, there's nothing you can do about it. You have to approach, which is something that really Toon Links don't want to do.
Absolutely. I mean, he can just play that game. He can just shoot back, literally. And it's just great perfect shield game coming out from Ghost. He's just maneuvering around the projectiles flawlessly pretty much right now.
Yeah, he's playing a very good hot and cold game at the moment.
Excellent catch there. And there we go. Just a quick combo, not wasting too much time, just trying to get some damage on the board. Obviously, probably can't kill around center stage at around low percents, But he does have a little bit of a comfy lead now, and he's going to play that game.
Well, I see, it kind of feels like Ghost is so in control of the situation.
I know, just that little image of Toon Link running away from Bayo just shows how dominant Ghost can be.
Yeah,
he's just forcing you to run away from him.
Missing some up airs, but he's going to take his time. And that was a good decision there because I think he was very static. He didn't really know what was going on. He missed the 2 up airs in a row, so he took a moment and then just straight into it, trying to get a combo out. And there's that best air dodge in the game. The bat with him coming through.
The bats, man. So frustrating. It's pretty even, though. I mean, I have noticed that Ghost has been using that witch time a lot more. I don't think he even used it once in game one.
Yeah.
But yeah, now he's definitely trying to get in the range of where witch time functions, and he gets those projectiles.
Because that's what you have to do in these high competitive matches. You really have to know how to adapt it to your player, and because if you play the same game every single game, you're just not going to. Yeah, the other player's going to work out what you're doing and punish you for
John Bobo taking the first stock.
First stock as I was blabbing on.
Clean forward here. But yeah, I mean, you know what I'm going to say, just to tie on to you, man. It's all about those mix-ups.
Yeah.
And John definitely mixing it up here. He's got a lead.
Yeah, he copped 2 bat withins with his up air. Oh. See, the Tether actually doing a better job here to kind of really drag him into the stage before he can get witch switched.
Yeah, and he has to mix up. Is he going to tether? Is he just going to jump back? Or, just up B? Because the threat of, that neutral air is always there.
John Bombo is going to be a bit trying to play keep away as fast as he can. There's no reason for him to go in at this moment. You know, we have 3 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock, but he has to be really careful because if he doesn't, if he's too trigger happy with his boomerang, he's going to get witch timed with the return of the boomerang. Because that gets really close to him, he can just... Oh,
no tech zone.
Bomb.
It won't happen.
No. Oh, there
yes,
it is.
But
no, he's dead.
Nah, he's going to have to
dead.
dare. But I mean, yeah, as you're saying, I mean, John still has the lead, and he just has to play this game, Ghost's game, give him a taste of his own medicine. Just catch me if you can now. Oh, and he just in range of that witch time. But he was an air dodge, he couldn't hit him. That is amazing. And that's always that risk, man, because he can't throw that and air dodge away. I feel like John might be experienced with this situation. He surely is.
Yeah, that's why maybe he didn't use witch time in game 1, because he's like, well, you know, he knows I'm going to use it.
And I love that option. He just faded back and the air dodge just completely rendered that witch time useless.
Yeah, and this is going to be a really big deal if Aha's able to take this game. It's going to bring him a lot of momentum coming into game 3.
He's playing very strong right now. He has him off stage.
Oh.
Regrab, he's trying to set up the traps. But Ghost going high. Getting back on stage.
Not quite dead just yet.
John really wants this right now. He definitely doesn't want to waste too much time trying to fight Bayonetta. A lot of intense zoning right now.
Yeah, a lot of zoning. We've got 2 minutes on the clock, but that's going to
take
it out.
We'll take that.
And we have a game each.
Crowd is loving it.
Yeah.
Definitely, man. Everybody loves a bit of an underdog, and that's what John Bombo is in this set.
Exactly.
It's taking game 2 in excellent fashion.
We go in.
We're heading into
game 3. I'm not quite sure where we're going to take today. This game, Ghost's pick.
Yeah, this is Ghost's pick. It's taking him to Town and City.
That's fair. I don't think we'll see the DK in this matchup. I don't think. Because Ghost has been playing with DK the last couple months. Apparently he's been in the lab with him.
He loves the DK. But I feel like this is the big boy bracket right now.
Yeah.
There's no space to mess around. I feel like it's Bayonetta time. There we go. I feel like John is definitely starting to pick up. And I'm excited to see how Ghost is going to try to adapt to this. Is he maybe even going to try play a little more aggressive, try actually rush him down a little bit? And that's, I think, the first grounded side B even went for this whole set.
Yeah.
So as I say that, yeah, he's definitely going to try maybe play a bit of more rush down in this game 3.
I think he's going to try and really sort of spook not classic Jono, sorry about that.
John Bombo.
John Bombo, there's too many J's in this scene. John Bombo, if he gets rushed down by Ghost, he's going to freak him out a little bit and maybe just forget about actually doing any attack returns with these attacks and instead running away the whole time, which Ghost is able to read.
Yeah, definitely Ghost has that lead now. He's got a couple of great combos. He's got a nice snare at the ledge. And this is it. The Ghost's edge guarding has just been really good so far in this set.
It's a bit of a lead here by Ghost.
The long-range neutral is ever so present.
Yeah, they're playing on other sides of the stage, but everything's happening at the same time. You know, I don't think there's been one moment where there's not been a button pressed by either of these players.
Yeah, it's just so passive but active at the same time. Got up tilt to up air. Great damage. I mean, that up air has that such a crazy long hitbox.
Yeah, that's a silly move.
The thing though is that he has to watch out. I mean, Bayonetta's love long-lasting hitboxes because she could just run in and wish time back. So you definitely have to be careful around that stuff. So John Bombo definitely savoring those moves for when he knows he can get the guaranteed follow-up.
Oh,
diving
he had the F smash ready for him, but unfortunately just misspaced it.
Yeah, John's defense has been pretty good right now. Ghost mixing up his neutral once again.
Yeah, and the percentage is getting closer and closer to even. But Toon Link's a little boy, so those bullets aren't going to work too flash. Whoa! Bat within coming through.
That's going to take
him out. There we go. We have another first stock by John Bombo, which firstly, last game, that resulted in him winning this game. Oh,
that up air
straight to zeros.
Immediately evening it out.
Yeah, we're back to double zeros here.
Spacing really carefully on that shield Ghost. Yeah, he's definitely trying to play aggressive once again. He's turning up the heat on him.
And his keep away game seems to be working for for John Bombo here.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't want to stay too long in Bayonetta's face. As long as he can get a couple of those guaranteed follow-ups, yeah, that's fine. But the threat of the bats, the witch time, or him just getting upbeat out of shield by Bayonetta, there's always that threat. He needs to watch out. That's why he's playing this keep-away game. But Ghost, you never know what he's going to do. He's been so unpredictable.
Yeah, at any moment, he could just go in, rush down, get the percent leave, and then not let go of that ledge.
Yeah,
and he could do that if he wants to. And he will do that. Ghost is a player that he's not ashamed to play to win. He'll play the best characters in the game, what he believes are the best characters in the game, and he'll do whatever he wants, whatever he can do to win, which is...
I mean, a very respectable competitor.
Yeah, exactly. It's a very competitive scenario.
Yeah.
And why wouldn't you play with win? He says if you're not playing to win, you're pretty much just kidding yourself.
I mean, that's his mentality. And I mean, it's a great one for what he does. I mean, obviously, it's taken him this far.
Yeah.
He is the best player in our country.
Bomb coming in to cut out that combo.
Oh, Boomerang clutching him out, getting him saved. And the mix-up!
Air dodge rage.
Yeah. I would have called that the defective dagger when he made the air dodge with an F smash, because he was doing that in pulls with Bowser. But I definitely like what John is doing there. He's definitely got the mix-ups.
Oh,
but
not off the top.
Just getting out of the witch lists. Safely throwing these projectiles.
And that bat within is saving Ghost so many times at this moment.
And I think that precisely that bat is just what changed that game. I mean, John was just getting a couple of those hits in. He had the up air, which got batted. And he just got hit with an up air and Ghost hit him with an up air of his own. So
that's really interesting. Sometimes bat within can really leave you in a worse state than if you just regularly air dodged, because it kind of like you just fall.
Yeah, slows you down. But here we go. That was last game. This is game 4. John Bombo happy to run it back, and I think he should be. I don't think it's a stage. Just a couple of adaptations he has to make. Definitely was doing a lot of the right stuff. Just has to pick up on Ghost's pace, you know? Yeah. Ghost's not a fool to fall for that same mix-up. But, you know, he had to try it, I think.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're at a game 4. This is when you have to start bringing out new things. I think John Bombo is giving a good idea of having a bomb on him at all times, even if he's not going to use it. And as Ghost starts to approach, he holds it with him, because mid-combo, if the bomb explodes, then he's safe. He can just get back down to the ground.
Or if also the bomb can explode while he's in shield, and if Bayo's in his face, it's going to hit Bayo, and he's just completely safe. The banner just fell on our head.
Yeah, that's alright.
Everything is all G'd up. Got a very even game coming out here, but Bayonetta getting some hits in. Great grab.
Oh, air dodge. Just smashing that air dodge button until he gets back to the ground. But here we have another bomb waiting there ready for him.
Yeah, trying to just throw those bombs down, trying to get a safe landing off.
And the percentage lead in Ghost's favor here, which is similar to the first game.
It was definitely even just a couple of seconds ago, but...
And the banner's just fallen on us again, but that's alright. Something's misweighted. But focusing more on the game here, more importantly.
John is definitely bringing this much closer.
Oh, that was very nice.
Stock.
That was very slick there.
Such a nice conversion.
He had the bomb regrabs. He knew exactly what he was doing there. And he's at 135. He can get as much in the bank as he can for Rage to really just get that extra damage to go into the last stock. So hopefully he can take this to game 5.
And this is where he controls the pace. He's got the first stock. He definitely has the luxury to be able to control the pace of the game now. Ghost is going to have to find a way, you know, to play out John's pace right now.
And he's going to hold on there. Coming back down at 164% here. Oh,
that's all right. It might even help him. I mean, as long as he's getting himself out of trouble.
Oh, he's gone very deep and didn't tech that. No bomb's going to save him there. I think he had hope for it though, because I just saw him kind of like throw his head back in a bit of a disappointment there, because he didn't really realize that he was dead.
He knew it was going to happen. He just
yeah, he had a bit of hope. He just threw a bit of hope into it and just said maybe, just maybe the bomb will go off and save me. Because he was at that rage, he would have had a lot of knockback too.
Oh, getting down, yeah. Definitely saw that SDI there. Re-grab, re-throw.
We're just using the same neutral we've seen all set here. A lot of bullets, a lot of bombs, a lot of boomerangs, and a lot of arrows.
Just a lot of projectiles flying from both sides. And I like that he's trying to approach with that bomb.
And John Bombo's doing a great job of getting out of these combos that Bayonetta has, which obviously, as we said earlier, this is number 1 and number 3 on the South Australian PR. So these guys have probably been in bracket a whole bunch of times.
Oh, absolutely. And it's
there's that long-lasting hitbox you spoke about earlier.
Like that was ripe for witch time.
Yeah.
John Bombo though, he's doing an excellent job to get out these combos, but almost getting the kill.
Oh, he's getting a bit antsy here with he's just throwing. He's doing a lot of hitboxes out. He really just wants to get this game 5 out of the way.
And these definitely have been quite long games here.
Yeah, we get about to the 2-minute mark every time, so going by that same sort of fashion, we should be closing up this game. Oh, he misses another one.
Just ever so slightly. It's the 3rd time a charm though.
Hey, look at this. The boomerang's keeping him, stopping him. Oh, and there's another one. There's a bat with him punish I spoke about earlier.
Good grab from Ghost, not getting hit by that bomb. Because if he got hit, that would have been it. A lot of slippery movement coming out from Bayonetta though.
This is getting intense. We've got a 1.5 minutes left on the clock. I don't think either of them want to go for any sort of time here, but there's not a lot of time left, and one of these people have to do something.
And John's playing the ledge. I think he wants that back throw. Will that take it though? No, DI.
He's going to hold him on there. He's not out of the woods, but this is where the edge guarding comes in. That was a very interesting hit, but the boy's going to take it. And he comes out again. He's recovered.
Back on stage.
And they're back to where they were. And there we go. And
we got game 5.
And he's just popping off with the set's not even over, and he's just
crowd's loving it. John's loving it.
And we have a game 5. The dark horse. He's going to win this race. Whoa.
Holy!
That was a very intense lot of the 5 seconds of play just there. You know, the bomb saved him after that really weird interaction with Witch Twist. He managed to tech, and Ghost came in for another sort of edge guard, and he went straight over him, and then landed back on the stage to get that kill.
That felt almost just like somehow heroic in a way.
Yeah.
Did you get that?
I definitely think he felt it was heroic as well, because he got up, he turned to the crowd, and he looked at everyone cheering at him because we're going to a game 5.
And yeah, this is not what anybody expected. I don't think if there was there were any like predictions on this set, I don't think anybody would have seen it go into game 5. But
yeah,
here we are.
This is we're showing him why he's number 3 on the SAPR, and maybe if he keeps this sort of momentum into his further career, maybe he can challenge Ghost for the top spot.
I mean, this is definitely whatever happens in game 5. It doesn't matter. This is John Bomb definitely proved that this has been his breakout performance.
Yes.
Outside of his home state.
And we're going to another Animal Crossing stage. I want to get a counter actually of how many times we go to Animal Crossing.
I want to get a count on how many times people tech the stage.
Yeah.
We got 1.
We got 1 tech.
He teched the stage once and he won the game.
Yeah.
What's up? And Ghost is definitely going to want to play this game 5. He's going to want to savor it as much as he can. Because he's clutch. And I think he wants to test how clutch John Bombo is. Yeah, can he deal with this?
It's been 30 seconds and we've only seen 1% on the board.
1%, yeah.
This is going to be a very spacey game.
Yeah, and I think Ghost really loves that moving platform of Smashville. Especially when it's off the stage. You can just chill there and throw out the bullets. Here we go. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't side B there. I think he try to go for some sort of mix-up because probably he's aware of how Bombo could SDI that.
Yeah, Bombo's going out of a lot of these combos, which is really saving him in these sets. Because if he wasn't getting out of those ladders, like we'd be on to the next set by now.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, nice catch with the up air instead of using an up smash there.
Just basic sort of bread and butters, which in some cases the bread and butters can be the main thing for your winning, because you can have the crazy mix-up, you can have the crazy reads, but if you're not doing what you're supposed to do with the character, you're really at a disadvantage.
And it's dead even right now.
Dead even, 50%.
This has been just, I don't think there's been any advantage disadvantage, other than right now. It's just been neutral and pokes just all game. Instead, just like, I'd call it footsies, but it's just been like projectiles.
Yeah.
It's been no kicks or anything happening here.
And Ghost trying to run away with the center as much as he can, but he's going to go back to playing a lot more passively.
And he's definitely trying to use the projectiles somewhat aggressively.
Yeah.
He wants to have that hitbox in front of him so he can get in. As you can see, he runs behind the bomb just so he has a bit of that protection. And you know, Bayonet has to find a way to intercept that in order to actually get to John.
Yeah, and Ghost has kind of realized in this game there's no reason for him to go in.
Yeah.
He can just stand there and like have his neutral air with bullets out. So if John tries to come in from the above, he's going to be caught by even more percentage and raise his lead more.
This is an edge guard situation.
Very deep there.
Very low. He's got the ball.
And he's just turned the stage control right around.
Yeah, that was such a sneaky recovery from John. Went super low, clipping him with the up B. And then that bomb to not allow Ghost to clip to the ledge.
But the percentage is a lot closer now.
Oh, the bomb coming out.
Oh, grabs. We know that's not going to kill yet. No. He's been throwing it the whole time now.
Intercepting him impeccably.
Yeah, he's got the bomb in their hand, which is going to save him. Get up option was really important there, and he didn't pick the right one.
Yeah, definitely got red on that roll into Ghost. Ghost just, all he had to do was that fade back air.
Whoa, he just holds his shoulder and just swings. And I think he actually did that on top 64. He just did the longest, hardest up smash, which is what I said was earlier, is that bread and butter is fundamental and really important. But when you're a stock down like that, you just risk and reward, and it came through.
Yeah. Definitely good job on recognizing how Ghost was landing. So he was actually able to throw out such a ballsy option. I mean, he really had him mixed up there. Up tilt's coming out. And that's a bread and butter turn link combo at low percents. Up tilt, up smash. Definitely feeling very confident right now. That kill is definitely what he needed. Gonna have a slight combo coming out.
Combos, yeah, probably the longest one we've seen.
That was a lovely string. I mean, he just whacked him all over the stage there. And, you know, he's roughly about 50% deficit right now, 49%. We're going back to the long distance neutral. Out of range for that witch time.
Yeah, we've only got 90 seconds on the clock here. I think Ghost might go to time for this one. I'd like to see him go to time. I think
he definitely would want to do that. It's definitely a viable strategy at this point.
Yeah, but he's very far in the head. But turning with Lage, like if he fully charges another smash like that, maybe an F smash at another maybe 30%, he'll take this out.
Yeah. Yeah, John just has to find a couple of those hits. He will be able, and just try to get a conversion, and try to close it out. And that's what he needed.
Yeah, he needs to call outs, and we're into the last 60 seconds. That's not going to kill either. We're going to hold on.
But it gets him off stage, and Ben can just tack on a couple more percents with bullet arts, try to extend that lead.
Yeah, an F smash is going to take him out.
And we're down to the last 45 seconds of this game.
This is when the tension really rises. This is when John Bombo realizes he needs to get a kill. Otherwise.
I held my breath there. There was that forward air coming out off stage. That could have been it.
Oh, he caught him from halfway across the stage, and that's going to kill him, unfortunately. Ghost taking out. That was very, very well played by John Bombo from ESG.
Yeah. I mean, both players played excellently. John really almost had that in the bag. The thing is, though, the long game really belonged to Ghost there. He seriously at the big stage. He loves it.
That is definitely Booza's vibe. He kind of just chills at monthlies, and then later on he's just like, yeah, all right. So we have Bowser versus Claudia. Booza, I don't really think he has any sort of, when I've spoken to him, he hasn't really matchups. He's like, I don't like this.
No.
He's just like, I'm just going to play Bowser.
You know
I'm going to do Bowser things.
Boozer is that kind of guy that's, you know, if anybody's met Boozer, they know he's a bit of like, he's really animated. He's like a cartoon character almost. I always like to say that. But when he plays, he's definitely a completely different person. You can see that like he's just thinking on some next level stuff.
Limits coming on. Oh, that was so great call out. I was mentioning when I was commentating yesterday that I think it was Con. He kept trying to challenge Boozer coming down with that big drop that he has, which you can't really do. But the disjoint and the limit Swithy's able to do that.
Oh my god, he's just juggling him here. Putting on an act.
And Swithy is, I like to explain this as a more conservative Cloud. Once he gets limit, he holds it. He'll wait for that opening, as opposed to, say, other Clouds in Victoria who, as soon as they get limit, they'll just go and they'll use it. I'm not saying which playstyle's better, but oh, he misses that one.
He definitely, he definitely also prefers the buffs that he gets on his stats with the limits.
Yeah. He loves the extra speed. Maybe a little bit of a homage to Sonic, having that extra speed.
And being blue.
And
that's gonna do it though. I mean, when you get grabbed at those percents, I mean, that's what it is. What it is.
And this is a scary place for Swithy.
But I mean,
a Rage Bowser on Town and City.
But he does have a clean stock. As I say that, he cops 2 nairs.
He just got 35% on his clean stock.
But I really like how Swithy's been landing in this game. He's really not, getting caught on landing with grabs. Spacing safely, but
not bouncing him off the stage. Maybe would have preferred.
Boozer's turning up the heat now.
And yeah, Swithy's kind of just got to ghost around, get him off stage so he can get that limit.
Yeah, he wants that edge guard. Yeah, he's going to play a little safer now, but good dash attack.
Dash attack's such a strong move.
Yeah, he definitely has to respect Bowser at these percents.
Oh, calls him out on the jump.
Him out. Excellent
Game
stop.
one going to Swithy.
And yeah, that was really, really dominant showing from Swithy. I mean, Swithy really is somebody who I can almost feel like really feel his emotion when he plays.
Yeah.
Like you can definitely feel like
you can see it in the way
he
I understand what you mean. Yeah, in the play style you sort of see his emotion. Like maybe on his face he kind of just looks. He sits there. You know, he's very cold faced when he plays.
Sort of like I'll compare it. Like the way he comes off as is like it's sort of like the reverse of Boozer.
Yeah.
But Boozer's more like wacky on the outside and just like lethal on the inside. Actually, more collected on the inside.
But one thing that kind of in this matchup, Cloud has a lot of space around him.
Yeah.
And then outside that space is Sword. It's just the big sword.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to get in and grab when all he can do is just like swing with his back air.
Yeah. And that's the name of the game. And a lot of matchups with Cloud, it's just let me keep you at that middle range, And I mean that's why like the sorties have just been very meta defining in Smash 4.
Yeah.
Especially in 2017. With the likes of Cloud, Marth, Lucina.
Yeah, we even saw Lucina and Marth kind of rise. Zero's actually played around with Lucina a little bit.
Absolutely.
And Zero being a trendsetter that he is, you kind of like everyone else is like, oh, actually, let's play some Lucina, and then we see Lucina just be played more and more.
And that should be it.
Yeah. The big boost cruise.
Taking him on a ride. The blender though.
Yeah, that was a ride I think he would have preferred not to pay for.
Yeah, Boozer definitely look a lot stronger in this game too. FD probably working out quite well for him. Cloud being a big fan of the platform so he can shark through them.
Yeah.
Not giving that luxury to him. And then Boozer has the ground game, which is so dominant. I like that Swithy went for that.
Not getting a grab. Yeah, I've noticed Swithy actually does. He does a lot of. He quite likes the
He's got a couple of cheeky kills
the limit rising blade. I'm going to call it the rising blade. Kuroganahammer can tell me what that's actually called.
Oh, climb hazard. Up B.
Climb hazard, yeah.
I try to mix him up there with the side B.
Almost at limit now. I think he's holding it.
And that should be it
there
once
we go.
again.
So he
and he gets limit on the way.
He gets limit on the die.
Take your limit, get out of here.
So we're 1-1 now. FD was a good choice for Boozer because there's no platforms for Cloud to run away to. There's just, you're stuck with the big turtle on a stage and you've got nowhere to go.
Yeah.
And you're Cloud. You can't really like hang out on the off stage like Wii Fit can. You're stuck there. You've got to deal with him in the Thunderdome.
And this is very expected counter pick, but I mean, Boozer's gonna love this stage too. Though.
Yeah, Boozer loves Dreamland.
Yeah. I've heard that he's been going a little tired of Town and City, and you can see that. You think it's a good stage for Bowser, for the earlier vertical kills, but Boozer just personally doesn't like it.
Talk about loving the stage. He's at 66% already.
Oh yeah, you can say that again. Boozer definitely is a huge fan of Dreamland, but so is Swifty, man. He's gonna try to get these juggles. Limit is online. 43% to 83. Great aggressive landings from Boozer though.
And that fire breath coming in. And just holding him in the top.
Yeah, they're just swinging at each other right now. Getting out of that.
Oh, down
and
air.
I think he lost his limit there. He went for the cross slash. I just heard the sound come out.
Oh,
Back air taking it.
Gives him the drop kick to really send him out into that blast zone.
Send a message.
Boost has really got this momentum here. He's really run out of the gates really hard.
Swifty though, he's
interesting use of the ledge there to get his back air out.
He has to punish that.
Yeah, you can't miss space those things.
Rare instances that Boozer actually misses the down beat to snap to the ledge. Spacing excellently with that forward air. Such a safe move on shield. He wants him to jump though.
Yeah, he's getting ready to just throw that blade upwards. Good shield into limit cross slash. That's a very good punish.
Yeah.
He knew that was coming.
Just easy peasy. No, shield, punish out of shield.
Yeah.
What you gonna do? And there we go. Juggle's coming in. Swifty now leading a percentage.
Yeah, this is kind of why he would have gone to Dreamland, because he's got those platforms to really keep Bowser in this weird position where he's not quite able to land on the platforms because he's Bowser.
Going to Dreamland now leaves Battlefield open for Mosa later on in the set.
Yeah, exactly. That's a very good point.
Up out of shield. Bowser has to do that against Cloud's so fast as jabs, and he has to use his fast out of shield move to get some damage on him, because Swifty is not letting him have any room to breathe right now.
Yeah, he's turned this around to a 60% positive.
Well, that grab punishing that landing, that's what he needs.
Yeah. Boozer took a moment to really think about what grab he was going to use there, because he could have forward thrown.
But he needs that damage though.
And he should be able to get the kill there, thank you. Boozer goes to 2-1 at the moment. This is best of 5 at BAM9, so we're going to see one more game, maybe 2 if Swifty can get up. But for Boozer to win, he's only got one more game to go.
And also, you can't forget just how threatening these grapplers are, and I mean, Boozer just really displayed that. You could be in the lead. I mean, Swifty was just, swinging at him, going hard, and he just needed one more hit to close out the stock, but Boozer, all he needed was a couple of those grabs, and it was, I think, 2 grabs. Up throw, back air, up throw, up air, and that was it. That was the stock.
Swifty's looking confident to go into Dreamland. I'm feeling that maybe Boozer is banning Battlefield, which is why he's going to go to the other tripod.
It is very possible. Because this one definitely helps out Boozer more than Battlefield does.
Oh, absolutely.
Much more for Cloud stage.
Yeah, it's just... I always find when I play on Dreamland, there's just not a lot of space. I actually feel like there's a lot less space.
Yeah, it's not that big of a stage. And you're face to face. You're looking at each other when you're fighting. Swifty, he's got a good lead on him right now. He's got limits and he has stage control.
That was a good decision there, because Swifty could have just gone in with a limit cross slash, but having the fire there's really prevented him. And if he did use his limit, he would still be in the fire and he would lose his limit at the same time.
Yeah, it's truly a great tool, that fire breath, to control space. Up smash though, really punishing these landings. Swifty really needs to find a safe way down. And as I say that, first stock going to Boozer.
And then the momentum is just on rails at the moment. Not to discredit Swifty here, but Boozer's really playing this game well.
Boozer just not getting phased when
Swifty returns his name, but didn't get any percent there, which is really good sign. We're back on double zeros.
Footsie's coming out. Mixing it up with the jabs. I like that, because I feel like he was anticipating a grab there, and Swifty. Once ages ago, he just told me, I want to think 3 steps ahead. Yeah. And I definitely think those jabs were definitely him thinking like.
So that's something that Swifty prides himself on, is being that sort of technical, plan ahead sort of player. And having Cloud and Bowser in a set, we're already up to nearly the end of game 4 here. And if we went to the previous set, we were only up to game 2. We're almost done here. Both having, the boost cruise from Boozer and limit from Cloud.
Just insane power.
It's just so quick. We're having 2-minute games here.
Yeah.
He calls him out with the golf swing of the up smash. And now Boozer's stuck on the ledge again, and the momentum has transferred into Swifty's favor. But those hitboxes are going to be really difficult for Swifty to deal with. Those knockbacks really send him out to the side, which Cloud, if he doesn't have limit, his recovery is very horizontally challenged.
Oh my god, the mind games here. Yeah. Swifty doesn't want to hit the ground until he gets that grab. And he was just chilling there. He respects Boozer's ground game. He knows how threatening he is there.
And every time he gets him off, there's the pivot grab, the call out.
Will that be
He's
it?
Take him out, and Boozie's
Indeed
going to
it
win
is.
3-1 against Smithy. That could have gone either way. He was at 140% there.
Oh man, the Boozer's clutch.
I think nobody did anything for about 10 seconds there, and just
That he met in brackets.
yeah. Now he's back.
Yeah, he prides himself on not losing to us. And
Yeah.
what can I do? He backs it up. What can I do?
Yeah. So we're going to FD game 1. GVP Jesmo. That was the other thing that GVP helped sponsor him to get him here. He did it all on his own. Even Queensland had no idea.
Yeah, GVP definitely hooking it up for the community, especially out there in the NSW. So just big shout outs to them.
Nair into down air, into
so
a back
many
air there. Lucas and Luco together, they have so much style in the way they play.
Yeah, definitely a lot of flair to him. And Luca's such a fast-paced player. But Jesmo just as much as him.
Yeah, Jesmo has a lot of fundamentals in his banana. And he's a bit of a risk taker. He likes to go for his spikes out of it. It's just a rando combo and throw a spike out there.
Here. That was like some Mortal Kombat stuff. Scorpion, get over here. That grab. Yeah, and I'm really loving the use of the jabs and tilts coming out from Luca. Lucas's jabs is just so fast, and he's just using them whenever he's at close range. Excellent boxing game versus Jesmo. He's gonna go for that.
Oh, the snake and bake.
I have to let you say it.
That was the first snake and bake of top 8, and I hope there's many more. The old hoo-ha of Lucas, which we're going to be calling the snake and bake.
Yeah.
For
Getting
years
off
to come.
stage, he wants these. He wants the ledge traps. He wants the edge guards.
See, there we go. I tried to get the angel drop. Unfortunately, not going through here.
And I mean, Diddy is a character. One of his main things is, obviously the neutral, but his ledge game is one of
into a full combo. Oh, love smash there. Not going to kill him. That's a lot of percent.
No.
He's now lapped him in stocks.
But yeah, Luca definitely wanted this.
Just gets a doubles there.
So much damage on the board for him.
Oh.
Great stuff from Jesmo, man. And yeah, Jesmo definitely, I feel like Diddy really works for him as a character.
Yeah.
I think the stuff that Jesmo loves to do is what Diddy just does best, and that's why they're just such a great mesh.
Oh, exactly.
Jesmo definitely on the back foot in terms of percent after that.
Oh, calls him out with a down smash. And a clean technical 2-stock. I don't like calling it whatever else it's called. Something else, like a JV2. JV2.
It's a JV2. Junior varsity.
Yeah, but we're in Australia. I don't think we really have junior
varsities. We don't have varsities, yeah.
That's why I'm calling it the technical 2-stock. So,
game
1 coming to Luco.
I mean,
he seemed very comfortable.
Ooh, he played phenomenally.
Jesmo's a very emotional player, as we see every day.
Oh yeah, he's had some powerful pop-ups. And I want to really emphasize that they were powerful, you know what I mean?
Oh, straight. See, this is what I'm talking about, the straight out of the back. So a lot of hype comes out of Jesmo, which, as you said, Diddy fits him really well.
Yeah. It's just that strings over strings.
This is a loser's match, so unfortunately the loser of this is the end of the tournament career.
And it's really unfortunate that we'll only get to see one more set out of either one of these players.
Very exciting players.
But let's just have fun with it as much as we can.
Yeah, hopefully it goes to a game 5 so we can really enjoy it. We're going to see any other sort of combos coming out here.
Oh, the regrab. Getting some hits in. Love.
Oh! Unfortunately, that little cheeky.
Yeah. And there we go.
Nice roll down tilt to up smash, roll behind.
Excellent movement. And you know what? I usually feel like there's a favorite in the crowd when somebody's playing. There's definitely that one person that people are rooting for more. But this is so balanced. I think nobody cares necessarily who wins.
Yeah, I think I just want good content, really, and good.
Yeah.
But a lot of Zaire. One thing I've noticed from Luco, he's got a really good use of the Zaire, to really keep Jesmo out because he's trying to get in with his own fares.
Grab here, up throw.
Take him out. Luco's loving it. He's out there having a giggle. This is what you want to see from probably arguably the most lovable player in Australia.
I think it's just his aura's just gone through all of us.
Exactly.
Everybody's just in high spirits right now.
Yeah, whenever I see him play, I get so happy.
Upper won't take it just yet.
Oh,
so much pressure from Jesmo. Man, he's just pressing the right button every time, and I love it.
Yeah, and he's definitely showed a completely different game to game 1, and he's
just
popped off. This is the energy, we've got cheers either side here.
And even Luco's happy about it, man. Man, if I was on the stage and I got down to Rob Bear, I would just be dead. I'd be like this.
I just have to be. I'd sit down, I'd get my phone out, I'd make a tweet, probably make a vlog.
Yeah, let's go Lilac. Let's go Lilac.
Yeah, just alright, just play the next game.
Luca's just out here for.
Yeah, he just loves it.
Just laughing.
You can't not have a good time.
Game 3.
We're going to see if the momentum will go back to Luco and we're going to see a back and forth, or we're going to have Jesmo riding this train.
Yeah, I mean, Jesmo, in terms of winning this set, he definitely needed this. And it was such a clean performance from him. And they're 11 FD, I think both of them just comfortable in it.
Yeah,
you know,
I think
there's no fool around, man.
There's no reason to get anything in the way. We can just go to FD and we just settle this like men.
Yeah, because this is indeed Luco's counter pick, and he took him back to FD.
Yeah.
And whoever won the rock, paper, scissors from game 1 went to FD.
Went to FD as well, so it's...
Ooh,
that's what I love it. Just the slippery sort of back and forth.
Yeah, and it's so hard to catch Diddy's landing.
Oh, he's not stopping just yet.
And I love how he didn't even, he dropped the string ages ago.
Yeah, he
he's just like,
it.
I just have to, I think it's just that muscle memory at that point. And I mean, it just shows, that's what, you know, it takes to be a great player. You gotta practice so much. I feel like that string is just ingrained in his memory.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if he's dropped it, he just goes, he does it because that's what he knows what to do.
And also, Jesmo's the kind of player that he'll have that slight consideration that even if he does miss it, there's still a chance he can get it back. But that S smash is going to take him out for another stock.
Right,
and this is the momentum is in. Luco's. Oh, Luke's going to punish that. He's going to get a snake and bake out of this. No, he's going to try and. Backhand! Oh, he loves it. He loves it. He absolutely loves it.
Talk about being flashy here.
Oh,
I don't know. It's bringing more hype, man.
That's my favorite spike in the game. Is the back air.
And I feel like this is just like one of those you know, like in like basketball, you have like the All-Star game, and it's just like the players just like doing like a lot of flashy stuff, like just like exhibition. I feel like it's not even like top 8. It's just them. Like, let's show off each other's tech, you know.
Yeah. See, I thought he was going to go for a snake and bake, and he just surprises me.
It's almost just like a combo contest between them at this point.
Oh, exactly. That's pretty much what it is. You know, we saw a full-stall combo come out of game 1.
They definitely play for the people.
Yes. But I think both these players just love combos full stop, and that's why we're seeing a Luco Diddy.
Yeah. And I think this is like the most pure form of Smash Brothers, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of fun, a lot of hype.
You know, we try and get told here in the Smash community that we're not a fighting game, and maybe we're not. We're more of a platform fighter. But if we can have exciting sets like this, does it really matter what we're playing?
Call it what you want, but we love this game.
Even if you hate the game, you love the game. We're gonna have some ledge setups from Jesmo here. A little bit more quieter. It's probably the most calming set because it is only game 3 here.
Ooh, great up tilt. That's such a quick move. Frame 4.
Oh, you just hear in the crowd whenever something happens in the crowd, everyone just goes, oh!
Just getting out another up smash.
Grab the snake and bake, and there we go. We go to game
snake and bake.
4 now with a 2-1 to Luco.
Yep. And a bit of heckling coming out from the ACT boys.
And one thing I'm really proud of the BAM crowd here is people are cheering for Jesmo as well.
I mean, how could you not, man?
Yeah, in some narratives in Australia, Jesmo is considered like the evil villain of Australia. Kind of his Twitter games like that. But
I think that's when he was like a serious, like when he was like that big threat. He's gone on this hiatus, and we're like, wait, we love Jesmo.
Yeah, we miss Jesmo.
He's the champ,
and now he's back.
Everybody's been so happy, you know. So definitely, you know, I mean, probably that opinion has changed. You know, it's not Jesmo like, oh, he just wants to beat us all, and you know, he's just here to have a good time, and he's bringing it to everybody, man. I feel like this set is definitely the one like for the fans here.
We're on FD again.
That 4 glory meta though. Ooh, great perfect shield in that grab.
So the percentages are in Luco favor, but as we've noticed, that doesn't matter. All it is like one confirm and we run with a combo string. A lot of pop guns coming out.
Yeah, definitely a lot more usage of projectiles now. You know, a couple of those first games were like just very, you know, just a clobber fest, you know, just get it in, just hit.
And I think the energy kind of subsided a bit from him because, you know, the competitive level of Smash is actually quite draining, even for like middle players like ourselves.
Yeah.
But
I mean, they still are like top level competitors at the end of the day.
Absolutely, but it's a stamina game in itself.
Oh,
unfortunately, not getting the down tilt combo here. We're going to see another snake and bake coming out. He's not going to kill him, however. Almost going into a cool ranch again. Oh, but he's going to pop on that. That's the silliest part about Diddy Kong, I think, is the kills you can get out of like an up B into the ground.
Yeah. I feel like we've all fallen victim to that at least once in our life.
We're going to get some new combos coming out.
Staying a little grounded here. Jesmo got the grab.
Yeah, Luco's
no damage.
Gonna take it a little. Oh,
he really wants it.
I really hope Jesmo doesn't make a mistake and cost him the tournament here.
Yeah, the thing is though, if he does overextend, Diddy's recovery not being the best.
That's what I was talking about. I just called it, but it's okay.
And if it's not that, I mean, Lucas's edge guards can be phenomenal.
Yeah, we're stock edge. This is Jesmo's tournament stock, unfortunately, and Luca's going to try and pull something out special to kind of maybe finish this game. Two nairs into an up air.
String. Crowd is definitely getting loud now.
Yeah, they're starting to yell Jesmo now, and they're starting to allow Luco back. Just let's go, Luco. We had a massive crowd at OHN, and they were singing songs about Luco.
Yeah, I remember living La Vida Luco.
Yeah.
He's got to grab here.
Nothing coming out of these. Percentages are both very dangerous for each of them.
And that's definitely getting intense here.
Jesmo takes this. We go to game 5. Luca takes this. He moves on to versus Boozer in the losers.
And he's definitely those down tilts, and he needs them. But Luca's just getting out of them.
Is that going to be it?
Is that gonna
no. I actually thought Jesmo stretched his arm out for a handshake there, but he's just leaning. He's really into this now. He's going to DI as hard as he can. Misses the snake and make. Not on the confirm. He air dodges it. Another grab. I'm unfortunately. Luca gets the win. And you can't, that was an amazing set there. Shout outs to Jesmo, shout outs to Luco for such a great set.
If you are coming down, you know, just not even like just to hang out, definitely have a good walk around the venue. There's an artist booth, there's lots of merch, a lot of fun things to do and see. But the main thing right now
is Boozer against ESG, John Bombo. We're going straight into the set here in Tannin City.
And thing is, Boozer, we're just going to talk about matchup familiarity. Boozer definitely has played J-Dizzle quite a couple of times.
Yeah, that's really true.
But John Bombo, on the other hand, I'm not too familiar with how many Bowsers he's been able to turn into. Because if we're going to talk top level Bowser in Australia, it's just Boozer, you know. There's nobody else plays this character even close to the level that he does.
Yeah, we have got my boy Defected Dago, who is climbing the ranks of Victoria, but
he's on his come up.
He's on his come up, but he's not quite OzPR worthy.
But Boozer's still, you know, the big daddy Koopa.
Kind of just, we're going to see sort of like the basic Toon Link sort of game here, Toon Link sort of game here of just really being out, playing a lot more cold than hot. And as a result, we're able to get these sort of combos here. And he doesn't have to worry about that within this set. He's going to feel so much more comfortable throwing those up airs out, but he's not going to get punished as hard as he could against Ghost.
If he wants combos, this is the character. But he also has to play safe to not get grabbed. But I mean, he does have the projectiles. He's just going to have to try and keep him at bay.
Yeah.
You know, Toon Link has a comfortable amount of range. You know, he can definitely play out of it and just run in when he feels safe. Like now.
Just a cheeky forward and then he just bombs everywhere. He set up traps. So that's the thing, as I just mentioned. There's going to be a lot more things that John Bombo can do in this set that he couldn't do against Ghost because he had that witch time against him the whole time and the bat within. But Boozer just waiting for that opportunity to really get a grab. He's taking his time, really. You know, he's got a minimum 3 games to play against John Bombo to really work him out.
Oh yeah, this is a long set. He can have fun with it.
But the edge guards from John Bombo is excellent right now. There we go.
Back throw, yeah.
That was very nice.
A junior pop off. You could have that baby fist pump. Just, you know, tell them as SA boys, you know, guys, I got this. I'm feeling good.
And just a lot of tries to get an air dodge into the fair there. It kind of feels like, I'm not sure if we're getting the same sort of vibe, but Boozer doesn't really have like, no clue, but he hasn't got as much confidence as he usually does coming into a set. I just feel like that maybe that's sort of like, not the Toon Link matchup at all, maybe it's the John Bombo matchup.
It's the John Bombo matchup, 100%. Because I mean, if you have been analyzing how John's playing, he's definitely, I'm going to say, we're not going to talk skill. I think both J-Dizzle and John are very talented players as they're proven.
Yeah.
But I feel like, where J-Dizzle's more of like this gritty player, he's very unorthodox. I feel like John Bombo's more like a textbook styled Toon Link.
Went very low there.
You know, he's a lot more refined in his follow-ups and stuff. I think J-Dizzle's just more of this like gritty type of do what I want, unorthodox player.
That's why I call the J-Dizzle smash, where he just like stands there and just out of nowhere just throws a roll behind, just throws both hits F smash there. But the back air, both feet there from Bowser coming in. Kind
Deadly drop kick.
Yeah, Booster having 93% actually makes these both as if it was 0-0 in the case of potential.
Ooh, great catch with that boomerang though.
Yeah, and boozing using the side. But yeah, again, I'm going to call that the John Bombo special, actually. The stand there and just hold up smash. J-Dizzle has the S smash. John Bombo from ESG is using the up smash. Yeah,
and I'm telling you, definitely very different styles of Toon Link. And, you know, Boozer might have to think a little bit about it.
Yeah.
Definitely a lot of different habits to what Boozer might be used to. But, I mean, he still played pretty good. It wasn't a one-sided game. It's just that I think Bombo's just feeling very, very confident.
Yeah.
Definitely, you know, he loves, feeling the crowd behind him.
He's almost beaten Ghost. He's coming off that loss, but in that way, the loss is more of a victory because he got to show how good he was. He got to show how much potential he really has here.
Yeah, it's like, I'm here, boys. Watch out.
And we're on Dreamland, which is something that
Boozer will want to take.
Boozer will want to go. John Bombo doesn't want to go for any sort of like. Yeah, John Bombo would love this most spaces that I could see.
Yeah, because the other stage that Boozer does like is FT, but I feel like that's also a pretty nice stage for Toon Link. You know, the flat stage. You know, you got nothing to mess around with. You know, you can zone pretty nicely on there. So I do respect this pick.
Oh, straight away. He's only got 30%. He knows. He hasn't quite got a little booklet like Little Z does with the ding-dong percents for DK, but he knows when he's going to kill.
Oh, he doesn't need a physical copy, man.
No.
That's all sword, man. A lot of players have told me it's like, I just want to know what's going on in Boozer's head, because you ask him like to give like some sort of like insight, and he really just doesn't. He can't say much, but the way he plays is like, there's like some like matrix going on in his head, you know?
He either sees in code or he's got the little Spanish flea song in his head as he plays, you know what?
Yeah.
Either one of the two. Oh! That was a brutal mix back. Boozer loves it.
And Boozer is definitely, I love to call him, you know, the cartoon villain.
Oh, he absolutely is. He's the guy with the big silly hat and the cane and the big mustache.
Yeah, he just got the got that revenge game 2 on him.
Yeah.
But, you know, and it felt very lethal watching it. But, you know, he's just laughing it off, you know. So he's like the most harmless, like, sort of bully in a way.
Absolutely. Yeah. And going to FD here, John Bombo's choice, of course.
Yeah. But as I was saying earlier, Boozer also loves to perform on this stage. Having that ground game, especially with, you know, tough guy, you know, cancelling out some weaker knockback moves, improves his ground game so much. He can just walk up to you when he feels like it, grab you. If you're not prepared, you're going on that boost cruise.
Yeah, exactly. And that Fly doing a lot more shield damage than I would have given it credit for. Bomb's going to save him from the grab, but I think Boozer was definitely aware of that. That's why he just stood there and waited for it, because he wasn't going to try and do a grab.
Just getting him off stage, trying to play the ledge. And I see that John Bombo has some patterns in his ledge traps. I wonder if Boozer is starting to pick up on that, and it will help him to get back on stage if he does.
Yeah, like that. That's what, and Boozer's able to like do that, but he'll adapt to you in a way that he'll get. Almost does the aha special.
I think he figured it out though.
Yeah, I think he's figured it out. But what I'm saying is though, is like he'll intentionally get hit by half of it. So they think they've got the confirm still, and then do something. Yeah. And then just like break you out of it, and you're actually more shocked than if he just stops it.
Because getting hit is definitely like something that Boozer isn't too afraid of. He definitely, you know, he's playing one of the meatiest characters in the game. You know, he's all about the trades.
Yeah.
So, you know, he's definitely somebody who's not afraid of taking damage.
That's gonna be it.
That is it. You know, he lived very long though.
Yeah, he did actually, and you know. John Bombo has only
the revenge stock?
No, not quite yet, but he's only got 100%, which is pretty good considering there's nowhere really to run on FD. There is a lot of space, but that's probably about it.
Yeah, but he does have the projectiles just to keep him safe, you know. It just makes it a bit of a gauntlet for Boozer to get in.
Oh.
But that will do it, man. It's coming out of nowhere with the down air.
Yeah.
And I mean, it is a very viable landing option for Bowser.
Yeah, it's similar to like King Dedede King Dedede and Yoshi sort of. They've got the star, the extra little like things that come out the side. We don't really realize at first glance.
Yeah. And I wanna see if I can call something. I feel like Jump Bubble is gonna mix up the up smash with an F smash, and he's gonna get a J Dizzle.
He's gonna get a J Dizzle special.
I think it's gonna happen.
Oh, that'd be exciting.
Just wait for like later on percent. I feel like that's the mix-up because he's gone for it a couple of times, and I feel like that could have just been a ploy to sort of condition Boozer into, you know, I want to up smash you. I think he might mix it up with a different move. Yeah, that could possibly be an F smash.
We're at one game each here, so we're still only just starting this set really. The real games kind of come in at game 3 and 4 and 5, where the tests of people's real strength come out.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of the best of 5s, man. You just really see how these players are communicating with each other through adaptation.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, you know, they're responding to each other. It's like, I'm doing this, you do this.
Oh! Tries to get another head dodge.
That's pretty much a taste of his own medicine.
Yeah, there. Exactly. He actually, and that's something what Boozer would do. He'd literally do the exact same thing as you did, even if it doesn't work with Bowser, just because he's going to get in your head.
Yeah, that's absolutely the cartoon bully, man.
Yeah. Like a successful Wile E. Coyote. And then Jump Bumbo's popping up a little bit there.
A little bit like Cloud over there. Toon Cloud.
Taking another game here.
He needs this. Yeah, he's got the lead now.
We can't go to Dreamland. Where would we go? Town?
Boozer?
Town,
he doesn't like Town.
Yeah, Town.
But he might have to do it.
Doesn't know that.
The thing is, he might have to do that.
Could go back to Battlefield.
Maybe even the FD run back. I wouldn't be surprised.
Lilat for the fun of it. No, we're going to go to Town.
Yeah, he might have to do it, man. The thing is, he's got advantage on that stage with the kill power, especially Toon Link being such a a glass cannon.
Yeah.
He will die early once he gets up thrown, especially here. If he gets grabbed to like one of these platforms, that could spell trouble.
Yeah, exactly. You can bounce people off these town and city platforms to really, especially when they get really high on the way up, you can cop it. But you can use these platforms to his own advantage here, which ESG Aha is doing just that.
Applying a lot of safe pressure just from down below. And the lead isn't John Bumbo's favor. He put on that 60%. Oh, the bomb clutch saving him.
Yeah, and that's what I said earlier in the day, is that John Bumbo's good at using those bombs to keep him safe.
He's mixing them up like that.
Just mixes up.
Because I didn't even know that was the up here to the Lego shield.
So I heard him scream. Whoa. That was very interesting. The DI would have gone really weird there. He wasn't ready for that.
Yeah, he's going ham off stage right now. Just dropping these bombs, making it rain.
I'm back.
If we're going to talk momentum, I think Bumbo's definitely got it now.
Yeah, his momentum's really running through here.
Yeah, I mean, he's been playing the ledge impeccably. Have you seen the fact that Boozer is not moving?
Yeah.
It's usually Boozer that makes people like frightened and like just stand in there in place.
Exactly.
But Bumbo has Boozer's like, all right, what do I do here?
Yeah, you can really feel the confusion in Bowser himself. Not quite going to kill.
No, and I'm surprised. I mean, he's got all that rage on him, 170. But next time, surely something's going to happen. And that is it. That's the next time.
No! No, yeah, you've held on. Excellent DI there. That's going to be it. And he's moving way too quick.
And those are the trades that Boozer wants.
Yeah, he needs those trades here. And now he's just got to stack on as many heavy damage as he can, because he's not going to hold on to this stock till the end of the game, I can tell you that.
Yeah, he definitely just needs to savor this rage as much as he can. So if he loses the stock, it doesn't matter too much. He's just going to try to get more extra damage. And he's definitely doing that right now. He's got good movement.
190. There we go. Yeah. Calls him out there with the up air. 37 in the bank. Probably not as much as he wanted.
It's something though. Yeah, but Toon Link does have a nice combo game on these heavyweights. He will be able to return the favor. Good grab. It's a follow-up. Yeah, the thing is that Boozer's definitely, we're at this point of the set where, it's not going for these flowchart traditional follow-ups.
Yeah, he's just getting a heavy read. But he's getting safe reads. He's not getting punished too hard for missing his attempts.
No. It just comes down to conditioning, reacting, seeing what your opponent's doing, responding to that, and knowing what they did the last 3 times, and will they do that again?
Yeah. Yeah, there was both bombs there. And I'm not going to kill him yet. He's at 130 here to 72. This is a dangerous place for John Bumbo. I wouldn't be surprised if he just runs to the other stage.
That is it!
He's going to take it. He's just beaten Booster. There we go. 3-1 to ESG. John Bumbo, Romeo Crumboy. I think we can say upset.
Hodge is sort of just vibing out.
He's got his speed dealer glasses on.
The speedies.
Yeah. Yeah. And they just had to RPS. Pudge has just lost his wallet. So is this it? No, this is my wallet. Alright, never mind. He's picking Ness first. Waveguider, as I mentioned when his first time, he's actually going to 2GG to play and represent Australia in the big leagues over in America, across the pond. Yeah,
and we'll definitely be cheering him on as much as we can. So we're very proud, you know. We love getting any representation we can, you know.
Yeah. Oh, he found his wallet.
Update, Pudge has found his wallet.
Shout out to Pudge there for finding his wallet. We're at 284 viewers. 284 viewers at the moment, which is very exciting. If you haven't already, tell your friends that we're here. We're going to be here. 284.
Nice.
89 now. We've just added 5 more people. I think that's just because Luco's jumped on stage.
Probably there is probably some support coming through for the Lucas Discord.
Yeah, the Lucas Discord loves coming out in Australia.
And you know they love Luco, man. They're very proud of him.
Yeah, I would be too.
I am actually in it. I don't really post much, but I do see that there's a lot of respect for Luco and a lot of love. So shout out to the boys there.
I don't think we need any hand warmers anymore. I think we're far enough in the day that we can do that. But we're here at BAM9. We've got Luco versus Wave, game 1 on Town and City. Add that to my Animal Crossing counter.
Yeah. And you know, it's a pretty interesting pick. He's going Ness.
Yeah. He co-mains both of them.
He does. Lucas is his main. I'm going to touch on this in a minute.
Yep.
But you know, he does semi-co-main him. It's not really a secondary than Ness. He's definitely very good, and he played him back in 2015 before Lucas was released.
Yeah.
But what I was going to say is, you have these players like Boozer who mains Bowser and Luco who mains Lucas. And sometimes it can get so confusing.
Yeah, you end up just calling the character their tag.
And it doesn't help that they're both like the best at their characters, so you feel like that character is also them at sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
Can't help but, you know, feel like Lucas is Luco and Boozer is Bowser. Getting into this game, very even.
And although it's not Pop-It playing, but we might actually be able to see some Pop-It rockets coming out through here.
And just answer this controversial question: Pop-It rocket or Pop-It projectile?
See, if Future Cow's not here, I'm going to say Pop-It projectile. But if he is, then it's the Pop-It rocket, because like Pop-It rockets obviously sounds better, but the Pop-It projectile is amazing. It's just the Gonglish. I love it.
Yeah, and Wave got definitely a lot of his matchups have been about the zoning game. A lot of him, because he definitely seems to outrange a lot of his the people he's facing brackets.
Yeah.
So it comes down to the the shurikens and forward airs, which he's trying to use as much as he can.
Oh, there we go.
I mean that's a crazy move at the ledge.
Yeah.
ACT support though, even though Wave is down. You know, the boys in the crowd are not backing down.
Yeah, ACT. Oh, here we got some footstools coming out here. Not quite sure. Maybe we can get a little bit of a sneak peek of what's going to be seen at Greninja Saga.
Oh,
but
yeah.
For the moment now, we're playing at BAM9.
Great jabs.
And Wave's doing a very good job edge guarding here.
He's looking for that.
Misses the hedge by. I don't know where he's gone there, but he's hit the tech and he's actually come out positive there. We'll take that.
23%, not the worst thing that can happen. Oh, great smash.
This edge guard coming out of Luco here.
Oh, and I like that he landed on that platform, getting out of the way of the down smash.
Yeah, that would have really hurt if he got that. Yeah, I'm really glad Wave teched that one, because after the last set.
Yeah. Well, I guess that he probably had to sit down Vector. He's like, look, press the shield button.
Just press the button.
For a second, I didn't even know who got the grab. They were just in each other's face for a split second. Yeah. And this is the neutral move when you're playing Greninja. It's a lot of these shurikens, a lot of the forward airs, and he's got to mix it up.
Yeah, and really good use of the
magnets?
The shuriken.
Oh, the shurikens.
Yeah, the shuriken coming through from Wave. He's keeping the percentage at the same percent without really putting himself in too much danger.
And it's really a lovely poke tool. I mean, it's probably not going to kill, but at least he gets stage control with that back throw. Pivot grab. Not taking it just yet. Luco getting a lot of these clutch grabs here. Wave.
Yeah, a lot of clutch grabs and a very good use of his up B to really edge guard Wave the best he can. Oh, that's
falling
straight out.
Oh,
Ness
such
has a very
a
heavy head.
move.
He has very heavy head.
Don't know what he put in his hat, but
Oh, it's all the energy that he's got. No way can you have that sort of power to throw people to that velocity without actually touching him, without having a big brain.
So that was a really close game though, game one. It could have gone anywhere. I think it was just a lot of these the close range game from Luco towards the end was just sort of a little stronger than Waves, but that doesn't mean much. They're going to FD. It's a good. I like the counter pick from Wave. You know, the flat ground. You know, just trying to control that space with the shurikens once again, as he is doing.
He's got that magnet there, but he'll find out that he can't actually absorb them.
And the fact is, Wave is just gonna have to play this the range game, the mid range, and Puppet's gonna Luco is gonna have to find a way to try get it in on him. That movement is just ever so slick. He's playing just a slow game here.
Yeah, that's sometimes what you have to do is just take a break and relax a bit.
Because Luco definitely will bring the energy. If you run into him, he's going to give you some hits.
Yeah. And as I mentioned in losers games, the loser of this does go home.
Great conversion there.
Shuriken into fair there.
Looks really clean there.
Yeah, and he's almost getting every single one of these landing shurikens that really disrupt Luco's momentum from coming back.
And yeah, I feel like this is the reason why Greninjas are some of the crowd favorite characters to watch. It's just such a smooth flow and sort of almost elegance to his moves and combos.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I mean?
They can kind of just take a moment and reset, and then they can do some crazy tech and do something 0 to death and just win.
Yeah, there's just the flow to that character is just insane.
But a lot of percent lead coming out of Waveguider here.
And I like that. Pretty much a perfect recovery, honestly.
Yeah.
He dodged everything and just landed right where he wanted to be.
Oh, down air to fair. Not going to kill him, though.
Wave definitely showing why he's, such a big name in Australian Smash.
Yeah.
He's on fire right now. He's doing so many things right.
He's definitely having a lot more control in this game than he did last game.
Oh, yeah. You could say that again.
And a lot of focus into both these players here.
Yeah. And I mean, I just have to point out his neutral game has just been really, really strong so far. And I feel like the next grab will probably want to be an up throw. Maybe not even. I mean, it's kind of hard to kill on FD, the big blast zones.
Yeah. And just the shuriken pressure is incredible.
He will be able to catch that.
I mean, Luco seems to not really have any sort of answer to these shurikens. He's trying to jump over them, and then Wave runs straight in and scares him. He gets back to stage 1 again.
And I feel like the lack of platforms on this stage just really cuts off several, the 45-degree angle of approach.
Yeah.
So if he jumps in, that's also something he can cover with the forward air.
Absolutely.
Move not being the fastest, but I mean, it's just a lovely hitbox. The juggle's coming out. Gets the grab. Not able to follow up.
Yeah, and this is... Yeah, Luco's definitely in a situation where he's really
Yeah, it's always scary when that happens, especially when when it's against a good Ness player, because you know what they want.
Yeah, and if Ness is the player with no real answers, then what are you to do in a situation here? If he was going to try and charge in and power shield every single one of the shurikens, he could probably get a grab in, maybe some fair combos, but he has to be very, very perfect here.
Yeah, it's just such a strict timing, and and I've said it before. It's just that gauntlet feeling to get in against these walls.
Yeah,
it's a short range character. Yeah, I mean, he does definitely have these disjoints to help him out a little bit, but Wave is definitely trying to make it a hard time for him.
Yeah, we're coming up to that 2-minute mark here. Wave still has both his stocks, and he just keeps laying on this percent with the shuriken. He doesn't need to do anything else. If it's not broken, don't fix it.
Yeah, definitely, and I'm loving it. His neutral game is just been really hard to find a hole in. Luco hasn't been able to expose him this game. But that back throw, not even taking it. He's on the wrong side of the stage for that to work.
Oh, down and smash missing as well.
Yeah, great timing. I feel like Wave's adaptation from game 1 has been much better.
Yeah, it's been really incredible.
He's definitely feeling very comfortable. He's in the driver's seat for this game.
You know, this is only a second game, so Luco has a chance
Oh, absolutely.
to further himself into further.
I never said this wasn't going to go back and forth.
No,
you know?
yeah, exactly. You know, this is why these are top players, because they're able to come from such a bad disadvantage. I'm just going to admit, Luco's pretty much lost this game. I'm going to be surprised
But he does take that stock.
But he'll come back to it, and he won't let it get to him, and he'll play the next game, and it could be a completely different game.
And I mean, he still even hasn't pulled out the Lucas.
Yeah. I have heard that Lucas Greninja's not too flash, because I'm not quite sure why, not either of those players.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Alright.
Wave's just going to play as better as he needs to.
Please clarify.
Yeah, what was that? This is,
He's trying to get these hits in, but Wave.
30 seconds now. Yeah, even Kurogane Hammer's not quite sure what that was.
Oh dear, it seems like Wave might be trying to go play the time. And I mean, by all means.
Oh, up throw is going to kill him with 14 seconds left. Not quite a time that just yet. Hopefully I'll get one time out
similar
today.
to like what Ghost did against John Bumbo in Game 5. It came down to those very few seconds of the game, and he just got like the throw to kill, I think.
Well, maybe potentially it was a case of that.
I mean, if it was available, if you could grab, why not?
Yeah. Well, perhaps, yeah, maybe it was a case when we got down to the last 20 seconds, when you're in the disadvantage and you know that you're going to be timed out, you have to rush them down. You have to rush them down and mix them up.
Yeah.
And there's no real other option you have, because if you play patient, they're going to stand there on the stage and wait until you're dead. So I think coming into that, also, as being the one ahead with the 10 seconds left, you'd have to wait for them to mess up. They're going to mess up a lot more than if they're going to be when they have another minute on the clock. We're going to another Animal Crossing stage, Smashville here, for Game 3.
And he's still rocking with the Ness. I feel like, yeah, maybe that moving platform is going to give him a couple of windows, you know, to try approach a Greninja from different angles.
Yeah, I mean, if Luco wanted to play patiently, he has got that F smash to really knock back the big shurikens, but on reaction, that's kind of hard to do. They are a bit slower than the little ones.
And you know, the smaller platforms also gives smaller stage gives Waveguard a little less space to run around.
Yeah, exactly.
It does keep him in that boxing range that Luco definitely wants.
Yeah.
And you know, if he does grab him on you know, towards the kill percents, back throw is going to be much more helpful.
He hasn't got a jump here.
Able to cover with a nice rocket or PK Thunder 2, whichever one you want to call it.
Didn't take. Oh, I guess he took that one. Just had to steal the
He's
lightning
back on
as well.
stage.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
So everything is fine.
And I know Wave's ready to use that Hydro Pump to really... Interesting choice there to stall out in the air.
Yeah, mix up landing. There's always the threat of the up air, man.
Oh, he went the wrong way. I think he's supposed to go left and right, but in heat of the moment he went right then left, and unfortunately that was the stock there.
Oh, that was great though. Just charging in with that side B.
Oh, he was right in his... Oh, he saw 7. Calling it out there with smash. Luco lets out a bit of a laugh as well.
And we're back on even. You know, that SD didn't mean too much in the grand scheme of things.
I'm not sure about you, but I kind of feel like I'm very ingrained in this sort of focus here for both these players, and I'm finding it hard to really have a lot to say. Like, not to say there's nothing going on in this set, but there's a lot going. There's too much going on of such a micro level to really like go on and talk about it.
How do you condense? Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, yeah, this has been just showing just like a very high level neutral, you know. And I mean, on the most basic level, it's, you know, zoning and breaking the zone, but the amount of like mix-ups that are going on here is just, you know, some next level stuff, and that's why they are at this stage right now. They're in losers quarters.
And Wave's doing a very good job of like covering Luco's landing because he's not going to the bracket.
That's good.
Oh, very good
decisions
from Luco there. We're going to get a nice big head. We're getting a Luco launcher? No, we're not.
The Luco launcher.
Yep.
Is that?
Oh, that's what a stream guy Will Smith chucked in the chat. Luco launcher.
I do like it.
It's a nice touch. I think we can have one, a pop it rocket, and we've got to have one for our boy.
Luco definitely deserves
something. Oh, and it's getting very close back and forth here.
And that should be it.
Yeah, just in the right corner. So now we go to game 4 here.
You know what? Props to Luco for getting those pummels in.
Yeah.
Gotta get
you got to pummel. Maybe we can give you one tip today. If you want to join the Smash scene, pummel.
Pummel. When you get grabs, free damage.
So we had a quick check here from Gurga Hammer. He said, looked like it was a grounded meteor cancel, which is done by SDIing meteors up and teching while in the air.
Oh, okay, yeah. I've seen that ESAM video on that. I've seen a video on that.
Yeah.
So Luco up in the set right now, going to Town and City. This is a fair stage. I mean, I feel like I can see Luco doing some big things here too. He still has the platforms at times, and vertical kills with the up air will be grand for him.
Yeah, a lot of Animal Crossing. And we're going to see the same sort of playstyle from both these people. Luco, unfortunately, playing on the back foot here. He's never really had his own sort of momentum in this set. He's really playing in the response. And because of that, Wave's really able to play however he wants to play this set.
Yeah. But I mean, Luco's responses have been excellent, though.
Oh, absolutely. That's why we're not already over, and we're at a 2-1 lead for Luco.
Yeah. But Wave, again, controlling, it's been very, very back and forth. I feel like it's one game's Waves, the other one's Luco's, and then back and forth.
Yeah. So Wave is on a Town City stage, which has the same sort of distance that FD has. The only difference being that Luco has these platforms. If they decide to be good to him, can save him when he needs it.
Yes.
Oh, the footstool's coming out, not getting anything out of it in the end.
I feel like the percent is a little too high for anything too much.
Oh, that slaps him.
Excellently spaced.
Power Shield's going to be one of Luco's better things he can do in the situation. Yeah. He understands what's going on, which is one thing that's really important here. He's not trying to work it out. He knows what's going on. He's just trying to wait for the moment which he can do to get back in. Yeah,
I mean, he has to wait for those arrows coming out from Wave and try and find that opening.
Yeah, exactly.
Just the holes in the wall.
Sense evening up as through this combo now. 2 up airs.
Nice little catch up.
Keeps going. Oh, we almost got another up air there.
He definitely wants that. And it would have worked out.
Oh,
nah, the stretcher.
He's very low here. Oh,
almost.
Very well done
great stuff from Wave.
Imagine if he got that. Imagine if he managed to get the angle to bounce off the bottom and do this. Something you can do if you react within, I think, I'm not sure how many frames it is. If you react quick enough when you bounce off a stage, you can do a second up B from Ness.
Oh, yeah.
And you would have probably made it back because Luco's able to do those angles very well.
Not that Hydro Pump, just a little too sneaky.
Hydro Pump was very sneaky because he was very low. He knew it was a very good idea to go so low into the stage because in doing that, it's kind of hard to get Hydro Pumped, but we show how good Wave is and he's able to do it. So we go into the last game of this set. Winner goes on forward.
Yeah, and it's going to definitely come down to these counter picks, man. Yeah, Lucas is definitely having a good think about which stage he wants.
Yeah, we're hovering between another Animal Crossings. We're thinking about Dreamland. We're going to go to Dreamland. We've got to go to Dreamland. He stayed Nest the whole time, which is a decision that I think is a good one.
I mean, it's been all right. I mean, it has gone to game 5, so
yeah,
it's definitely not a bad choice by any means.
So we've got triplats here, which means combos for Luco.
Yes.
Off the platform, can carry him up. It actually means a bit less combos for Wave because those platforms get in the way of the footstool combos. Unless you're in that little section there's not really a lot you can really do extended wise anyway.
And I mean, this stage just wasn't too long, so I feel like this is something that Luco would have wanted.
Yeah, and just to have any sort of confusion for any non-Australian, in our rule set, we only ban stages. We don't really ban Battlefield and Dreamland. It's the same stage in our rule set.
Yeah, we haven't done that yet.
I've only just realised that now. We have viewers from all over the globe.
Absolutely. And shout outs to everybody who's in the stream tuning in. And this is looking like Alex's Waveguider's game once again. He's got that. I feel like when he has that early lead, it really ends up working out for him.
Oh yeah, exactly. He knows how to push a lead really hard, the full potential. So Wave just ducking in and out. Unfortunately, not getting any of that grab. Ooh. And all of the ACT boys from the crowd, they're usually
on the edge
very
of their
loud,
seats.
but they're on the edge of the seat. They understand that Wave has quite a bracket to run in losers.
Yeah, it's definitely not. I mean, at this point, it's really not an easy. It's not an easy ride if you want to come get to grands.
No, because we have a lot of strong players in this top 8, and if you're in losers round 1 or of the top 8, you have a gauntlet because everyone that pretty much beat you, you're going to verse again.
Yes.
And as we were saying last time, and on All Game Fight, every one of these games, Wave has to be very patient here.
Oh, great air out of shield, removing pressure, and this is what Luco needs. He just needs a couple of these hits. Try even it out, because the start was looking very, very grim for him.
Yeah, exactly.
Right in place for that back throw.
If that is some next
I had
level
to hold my
spacing,
breath just to see what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Was the bucket gonna connect? I mean, I feel that's almost like just
it's
a
just
frame
like,
trap in some ways.
Yeah, it's like a frame trap perfectly spaced from across the stage. Next level back throw. You see some up airs coming out of Luco here, using the platform as I mentioned earlier in the set.
And Luca's turning it on. He's got the momentum. He's needed this.
Yeah, just all of a sudden, the momentum comes out of Luco. He's now rushing him down as his last minute has turned this game and the set on its head.
And it just feels like everything's just working out for Luco right now.
So Wave's going back to the sort of patient game. He's still got 3 minutes on the clock here, and that up smash will reset it. He's only got a 70% deficit, so that's not too bad here. He can turn that around with his shurikens as he's able to do.
And that forward throw coming out. I'm interested to see if Wave is going to switch the momentum. So something's happening.
I think there was a bit of an issue with controls there, but I think we're fine. We're going to keep
Everything's
playing
fine. No, they keep it rolling, man. Can't stop the hype right now.
And yeah, if Wave can get this percentage up, I reckon he's going to go for like a very patient ending. And Luco needs to sort of rush this in and finish it off before Wave's able to build up so much more percent with his shurikens. Here it's climbing up, 50% to go.
Yeah. Everyone on the edge of their seats.
There we go, everyone. ACT starting to get a bit loud now.
Especially when Alex, Wave Guider's in these edge guard positions. And I keep calling him Alex because the chance coming from the ACT boys.
We're up now, only 20% to go here.
Wave's getting hits in by Luco with this up there.
Luco's coming back in here, he's gonna... Oh, he gets the head.
That's going to close it out.
Luco moves forward.
Big hugs coming out.
Big hugs coming through. That's very enduring. Yeah, I think there was a bit of an issue with Luco's control on escape hooks.
But
it's a very good, very good. This is like...
If one of the biggest rivalries in a way.
Yeah, and if both these players bay at top potential, we're in for a very, very good set.
We'll see, and I feel like the way Ghost plays it against Nick is very different to like how he's playing. Who was it? Wave Guider and whatnot.
Yeah.
Just like there's just not that much zoning. I feel like he's playing that mid-range, playing the footsies. He's immediately wanting to try and trade hits. I feel like Nick knows his number better than most others.
Yes.
He's one of the. There's been players who challenge him, but Nick has definitely been the main guy.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely. He's able to. If Ghost kind of brings something new to the table and kind of says, "All right, I'm going to try this to get through your game and watch," he'll either just 3-0 it and say, "All right, well I've dealt with this now. Go back to Bayonetta," or it's good, and then Nick Extra will have to try his best to kind of work out that as well. So both these players, at the end of the day, they know they're going to verse in set. There's if it's not in grands, it's going to be earlier in bracket.
As it is now, winners finals.
Yeah, winners finals.
Winner of that's got grand finals, and Ghost taking that first stock, showing that he wants it.
And Nick's Extra sort of play style that he plays is sort of like some cerebral, sort of calculated play set. is able to really counteract this sort of slower game that Ghost might try to play, because he's got to rush him down very hard. There's really deep edge guards coming through here. Trying to get the trampoline into up air.
They're not working out. I mean, Bayonetta's ledge game just proven out to be a little too strong. Will he get that conversion? No. Bayonetta able to get out of that.
Ghost kind of bringing this forward. He hasn't taken it extra, hasn't got a stock yet, and he's at 160% here. Up B straight out. The DI's coming in really strong. You can see Extra gets his whole body behind the DI, which you might have to do. If you're not doing visible SDI, you're really SDIing. You have to be able to see it in your body, see it in your soul.
Trying to charge in, trying to get some hits in, but it's interesting that Extra just hasn't been able to close out the stock. I mean, lacking these skill throws or anything.
Well, yeah, you're at a point now where 2-2's not going to work anymore, and you're going to have to like really get a down smash, sort of get up read or any sort of edge guard of that sort of caliber. But Bayonetta on the edge is incredible.
Down tilt finally, and Nick with a bit of a sigh of relief there.
Yeah. He's not out of the woods yet. Now he's in a much better position.
Definitely he's got a fresh stock to play around with. You know, I mean, when it gets to those like 180 and 190%, it's such little things you can do. You just really need to get that one hit that you gotta do enough knockback just to finally get them off stage.
Yeah.
Because a lot of your confirms by those percents is gone.
And that's really unfortunate for her. But that's kind of the trade-off for playing a character like Game & Watch. You know, he's not considered anything special, but he's Extra's character. Whoa.
And it does make him seem much better than he should be. Good weight there. I'm not sure if that was a read or just reaction to that wish time, but just jumping and not doing anything.
Yeah.
Really saved them there. Like, that could have spelt a lot of trouble.
Oh, straight out up smash and turns it around. What looked like a game that wasn't going to be in Extra's favor at all. He comes out with the win.
Yeah. And I feel like he was just, I think he was just super relieved to take the first stock of it finally. And just, all right, let's do this right. New stock, who this? Play around. Yeah. And I think he just needed that. It was just getting rid of that first stock was just so frustrating. Yeah, we're so antsy. But you know, once you're around playing with those percentages that you're more comfortable with, you know, I know which confirms I've got it. You know, at 100%. You know, I know how to punish this.
I know how to. Yeah, and that's important. Again, if you can ever hear cheering that's not really loud, it's coming from the Melee boys across the building.
And or Street Fighter.
And or Street Fighter if they're playing.
Taking it to Dreamland. I mean, I have seen like Ghost go to the stage quite often with Bayonetta. Definitely no stranger to it. Getting a lot of these hits in.
As you see here, really early witch time's coming in.
The first time that
that's going to go all the way to the top, but not going to take him out.
He wanted it again. He knew that Ghost Extra was going to land with a button.
And yeah, Extra's not giving him any space. She's kind of chasing him around, keeping him from where he needs to go.
Going for these grabs, he really wants to get some confirms of that, but mixing up with the anti-air up smash. Yeah, because Ghost, I mean, has been just short hopping, but that tomahawk. Yeah, this is looking a lot more like Ghost's game, but it was like that game one, and Extra just found that composure at the end, which helped him out a lot.
Similar to the game one, Ghost is taking the first stock here. Into the combos. One thing I'm actually noting with Extra, he's actually putting his controller on his lap and using the full force of his hand. Yeah. Not about the force, but the full like platform of his hand to SDI out of this, the palm.
Yeah, when thumbs aren't enough, man, that's top 8 for you at BAM9.
You have to put everything into your what you have to do.
Yeah, like as if he's playing like Mario Party or something.
Yeah.
That's that level of SDI match that he's going for. He's not playing any games at this point, man.
Oh, wait till the air dodge to not going to work, unfortunately. Only getting one of those hits.
Trying to go for some slippery movements. Trying to catch out. I think he really wants to go slip in and, you know, punish that with maybe an up smash.
Oh, the down air coming through. Good decision.
Yeah.
Excellent decision.
Yeah,
there.
Ghost getting a little too happy on those buttons, and Extra was able to punish that with the key on landing. Because had Ghost been patient and maybe baited it out for which time, that could have spelled.
Yeah.
That would have been really bad for Extra there. I mean, a high percent getting which time at the top. Didn't happen.
Yeah, up smash seems to be something that's really saving Extra in this position. He has got a lot of stocks out of those up smash, and right there, he uses the armor to protect himself from the DBK,
kick,
yeah.
DABK.
DABK, the dab kick. Jab, jab to grab, unfortunately not working there. Maybe Wispy was the reason for that, but we're at a high percentage from Extra, which isn't that really big of a deal. He can get those tilt combos into Nair.
And maybe even a rage kill, man.
Yeah, you could just even fling a 9 if you wanted to, let's be real. He's going to hold on to that, not quite yet.
I don't know if he believes in RNG, though.
Yeah.
Will it work out in his favor? He really doesn't use that option.
No, he doesn't. Only if he's having fun or he's he's quite ahead, he'll just chuck out a hammer. But that's going to keep it out. Ghost taking another run. Both these players are going to have a nice drink of water, as am I of Red Bull, actually.
A little refresher.
We actually see you can have some more water if you want. We might need to source some water for somebody, just for us, because that's the thing as commentators. You know, we are just sitting here watching the sets, but we're talking the whole time.
Gotta get on that cerebral level, man.
Gotta get on that cerebral level.
And a lot of deep thinking also.
Both of them. Look, they don't even look at each other.
No. This is it's for grands, man.
Yeah.
No eye contact.
No eye contract. Contract.
Yeah.
I'm gonna break into the comment to the.
Oh, my shirt's purple. It's not.
Yeah, it looks blue, but like
it's actually purple.
That's just the sort of synergy we have here between the two of us. We don't even need to talk. We can just like wear the same sort of shirt within combos. Violet now.
Yeah, this is a good pick. I've seen Nick, he loves this stage in singles and doubles.
Yeah.
I'm glad he does. My theory is like so many people hate it, so.
Well, that's the thing.
Learn to love it.
Yeah, apart from the whole, going through the stage and stuff, if that didn't happen, it wouldn't be that bad of a stage because the platforms have opened a new dynamic for combos, especially from Game & Watch, as we're going to see coming out of here. Not quite from the jab, though.
And it might be also like a little tricky for Ghost to up you out of shield because if he lands on the, he'll land, I think, exactly on top of the platform.
Yeah.
So if he's side Bs, he's going to do a grounded side B on the platform instead of an aerial one.
Yeah.
So it might mess up his combo game a little bit, but he still has other options, so it's not the worst.
No, exactly.
Great approach with the aerial side B once again.
Yeah. And we're not going to see any sort of planking or any sort of like ledge game coming from out of Ghost in this matchup because Extra's very good on the edge.
Oh yeah,
he's very good.
He knows how to. He knows he's got a ton of. He's got a ton of options and he knows when and how to use them. Notably like the dash attack, down smash, down tilt even at the ledge. He loves that.
You just got to kind of go without back and forth. Yeah, see, Ghost is taking it a lot more patiently here. But Extra's going to chase him. He's got no reason not to. He's able to do and play. He's a player that versus a lot of Foxes, and Foxes are very quick, so he knows how to play faster players.
Oh, yes.
Toot not going to work.
Definitely knows how to keep up with the pace of these top tiers.
Yeah. You have to put in that extra sort of effort if you want to play a lower tier character.
And those bullets at the tilt to fly lad do so good because they just go right with the
tilt. There's not a lot you can do
so
about
they technically go straight if you're standing on the middle of the stage. Don't hit your feet. Oh, nice mix up there. Canceling the bullets and shields and then up smashing at a shield. Great stuff there.
Well, that 2-2 is going to come right back there. We're back to 0-0 here.
Good grab confirmed. And I feel like game 3 when the score is 1-1. I feel like game 3 is always so important.
Yeah,
whoever wins that, it's like, okay, I'm one more game away from taking the set, So I feel like this might even be the most important game of the set.
I definitely agree with you there. You either bring the momentum with you, into the next one, and you can feel a lot better because especially if you're the person who won game 1, and then your opponent loses game 2 and 3, then you're going to have to really focus to make sure you don't get tilted.
Yeah, this is really just the one. This is just really that momentum-defining game, I feel.
Yeah, definitely. And speaking of momentum, Extra's trying to come back here. And as you said, those bullets that like just perfectly line up with the tilt of Lilat.
It's one of the benefits that Bayonetta has here, and that's why he is playing around with that. He's trying to cancel into shield. I mean, he's got mix-ups out of that.
Yeah.
He could also up B out of that.
Whoa, there we go.
But Extra can too. When you shield, he'll grab you, and he'll down throw you, and then he up airs you.
And we got a little bit of a chant coming through. But the Vic boys are loud. This is our home turf.
100%.
And so just to update the bracket, if you're not watching at home on the screens, we've got Extra Ghost at the moment playing in, and then was that John Bombo Luco, and the loser of Extra Ghost versus the winner of John Bombo and Luco, and then the winner of that goes back up to World of Grands. So we're about, I'd say we're close to 2/3 of the bracket.
Set, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 sets left.
4 sets left. Potentially 5 if there's a reset.
Yes.
And if you came in, I'm only just tuning in now. We've got
the DK.
The DK. I didn't think you'd bring this out. I thought after what happened at Guff when you got 3-0'd, he wasn't going to bring it out. But here we go.
No, man, I'm loving this, man. I want to see the DK. This DK is really interesting. I'm sure he's got dinged up by you'll see the way he plays neutral is probably a little more unorthodox compared to other DKs, notably like your traditional DK mains. He's definitely a little more unorthodox in how he plays his character.
Yeah.
Gonna go to see a lot of slapping from this big boy.
Yeah. But he's going to be combo food in the same sense.
Trying to land in with the nair, but good trade.
Whoa, gets...
And this might be the pick, like, oh, I'll just play a heavy to not try to get janked out by Rage.
Yeah.
Because that probably would have killed Bayonetta too.
There we go. Extra is running away with this. I'm trying so hard to not let my Victorian bias leak out of me right now. But Ghost is really in a bit of a tight spot here. He's only taking 50%. He has 1 stock left, and Extra is a game up. There we go. The throw to up B. Bit of a mix up there.
Getting out of that ding dong. Nice stuff. And you can't even trade with that. That up smash armor will be safe.
Yeah.
He's winding up. In fact, that Nick isn't even afraid to trade with
no, he's just going to throw it in, and he knows how aggressive he needs to be to make sure he stays in Ghost's head and says, I'm going to win this set, and if I have to, I'll beat you again in Grands.
Nick's showing off some high-level technology in this game of Watch.
Whoa.
Ghost trying to just get him off stage. Maybe, yeah, that back air would probably help get lock out a kill.
And Extra has a lot of
very
momentum.
interesting to see.
And then a down smash goes.
That is
Extra
it.
pops off, shakes his hand. He's very excited to be that. That's probably like that. There is one of a very important game for him because that's.
And I had to give up a little. What's his name? Ghost picked Rosalina. I'd be like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Cool.
Came one on another Animal Crossing stage, Town and City. And we're going to see Ghost DK.
And I'm definitely interested to see how this matchup's going to pan out. Ghost DK didn't fare too well against Extra in winners finals.
In the last game there, no. We're at losers finals here.
Yeah, coming down to the wire.
Potentially the second last set of the day.
Up airs.
Oh, not getting a double head up.
I hit him with that concopter. It's a nice move on the stage sometimes. It's a mix-up.
Yeah.
You have a bit of that armor. I'm pretty sure it's
armor, and you just have this massive hitbox around you that's really able to get you out of trouble.
You can sort of storm your way in. You won't get any follow-ups off it, sure, but, you know, that's what you got your grab for.
Yeah.
As DK. But I mean, I feel like I'm liking how Luco is playing this matchup. He's definitely staying out of. He's got great movement. He's staying out of his zone, and you know, he's getting the follow-ups.
Almost getting an air dodge right there.
And I'm curious.
Whoa!
Depending on how this game pans out, because it's looking very good for Luco.
Yeah,
that
right
back throw is taking the stock.
Looking even better for Luco now that he's not first stock.
Yeah, will Ghost want to run the Bayonetta? Ooh, up airs. Taking him into town there.
Ding and the donk. That's what's going to happen. At the 0-0 here.
And that's what makes these grapplers just so powerful in this meta.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the grab game in Smash 4 just been always just been so powerful. And then you've got these heavies that have like insane follow-ups, like him and Bowser most notably.
Yeah.
Makes them very viable, very popular secondaries actually. I think at this point, like everybody has like a Pocket Lucina or Pocket DK.
Pocket DK, yeah.
2016 was the year of the Pocket Cloud.
Yeah, and now we go into the Pocket DK.
2017 is the Lucinas and the DKs.
Which I find is really good for the healthiness of Smash 4.
Yeah.
If we're able to say, oh, well, actually, DK's a really good pocket. But then again, Cloud went from a pocket to just mains. Everyone started maining Cloud instead.
So why would you pocket him if he's just like so good?
Yeah, you may as well make him pick him.
And maybe that happens with DK and Lucina too.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Forward throw, not doing.
I think he just wants him off stage because DK's recovery being so exploitable.
Yeah, that's just
because the forward throw is not really sending him anywhere. But
straight out air dodge read, calls him out.
That was just perfect timing.
Just clean, yeah.
I think he knew that the air dodge was coming out. He just had it. He's like, all right, it's coming, it's done, boom, button.
Yeah. That's it. Sometimes it just comes down to the buttons.
And Luco is up by 1 game now.
Yeah.
I feel so confident that Ghost is just going to switch the Bayonetta, because I feel like the Bayonetta is just going to work really well.
I definitely agree. Like,
he's got. He's gonna if he plays that that nair zoning style of game, staying back, snaring him, keeping the zone, but he's not doing that. He's taking him to Lilat instead.
Yeah.
Still
rolling DK too?
Yeah, still rocking with the DK. I do enjoy his DK, man, but maybe Ghost is such a smart player. I'm pretty sure he feels confident. I've got a feel for your habits now. I'm gonna show you how I can adapt to your nest.
And I think because
and he's swinging right out of the gate. It's 46.
Whoa, unfortunate interactions there. Luco's got no reason to change, even if this was the counter. The comeback. Oh, almost get the Luco launcher there, and back air comes back.
Over up airs, man.
From both these players.
Everybody just giving them a bit of their own.
It's a much more of a powerful game. It's only been like 40 seconds, and they're both at kill percent here. Yeah. Or maybe not so much Ghost, but definitely Luco.
Absolutely. But I mean,
he runs all the way across the
getting
stage.
These grabs, it's going to be no problem. Oh, the mix-up. Because you'd think he'd go jab to grab, and then it's a ding-dong. Yeah. The fact that he was probably out of the percent, he mixed him up with an up-tilt.
Yeah. And then up-tilt just swats him away.
And knowing that Luco wants to jump out of those situations, anti-airs him with that up-tilt.
Yeah.
Ghost once again swinging.
50%.
But we can't count out Luco. This is how the first stock started, and then Luco just did the same thing back to him.
Exactly. Coming to a much more exciting match
here. And there we go.
Combos coming out.
Yeah, it's just a great combo breaker.
Yeah, it's a very interesting combo breaker because it thinks it puts you in a lot more disadvantage than you actually realize.
Yeah.
Like,
ding a dong, man.
Oh, straight away ding dong. I think while that was flat there, so that was just percents.
Yeah.
That's just knowing the percents.
Oh, yeah.
Ghost is going to go for a quick break.
And in the meantime,
he's just getting his water, that's all.
Stay hydrated, boyo.
So have you had a good tournament experience this weekend?
I think good is an understatement.
Oh, absolutely.
I kind of think about BAM9 and my... Oh, like BAM8 was much like compared to... BAM9 is just like put everything else up into like my Smash career.
Yeah, we've definitely like... Yes.
Shadow.
BAM8, I didn't really know anybody, so I kind of just played my matches and watched and then kind of went home.
Yeah.
I had my mates, of course, but now, like BAM9, seeing everybody come together and knowing who's who,
The community's definitely leveled up in the last year.
Absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of people have been. I just started traveling so much, and and it's become more than just the game. And I'm just gonna come, play pools. I'm just there for playing the tournament stuff. I'm not gonna really interact with anybody.
Yeah.
I feel like the amount of players like that have is greatly diminished in the past year.
Yeah. Yeah. If
a lot of people here, it's like, hey, let's go out, grab some dinner. Like
yeah.
Like I think yesterday we had that whole dinner with just like random, from every stage, just a couple of people.
Yeah, it's more than just like we play video games together. We're friends across the country.
Yeah, it's not get eliminated and leave. It's there's more to it.
Yeah. Coming into game 3 now, as we said, this is the important game.
Yes, I feel like this is the clutch one. Oh, nice. You just like, okay, I'll just take you.
I'll just pick you out of the ground there.
If you're there, might as well. Oh, up airs. Yeah, that up air is so helpful for Luco. This helps him get out of trouble against DK in the air.
Yeah, and
comes out relatively fast. He's got a bit of that armor. He'll use it whenever he can. Yeah, punishing that dash attack.
Yeah, and DK on Battlefield is quite interesting. I know recently there's been things that have come out with DK on triplats.
All right.
With like Ding Dong, which means you can pretty much go from the ground. I'm not sure. I think Battlefield's a bit too low, but Dreamland especially. Sorry for that. It cops right into mine. Yeah, you actually go out to the platforms. Whoa,
crazy stuff. Good edge guards.
Very good edge guards.
Went very deep for that.
Yeah, and he got back as well.
Yeah, knowing that, he knows that even though DK doesn't have the best vertical recovery, he knows exactly how much space.
And look at this. His decision making from Ghost is incredible. He knows exactly where he's going to be at all times. And he's almost matched and lapped him in percentage here.
Spacing him out now. The spacing has just been on point from Ghost in this game. I feel like that biggest stage is probably just good. He covers a lot of space with his huge hitboxes.
Yeah.
He wants to. Oh, yes, I respect that option.
Yeah, he knows he's dead. He's just going to take that and say, okay,
I'm not going to waste time. Let's go. New game. Oh, good, man.
Are we going to see a Luco switch, or do you think he likes the nest against DK?
I don't know. Usually I do like to ask players about their opinions on characters. Luco isn't one of those guys that just had the chance to run into yet.
Yeah.
He's just been very busy with, I guess, with playing and stuff.
Oh, exactly. He's sitting here in, a battle for third. Loser of this game takes third place, which is incredible. That means that the other 231 people he outplaced out of the 244 coming today. 241, not 31.
And there's definitely a lot of support for Luco now. And I think the melee area is getting cleaned up by now. They've already finished.
Yeah, I think they've finished. We are exiting this venue pretty early. Hopefully we'll get more crowd over here. So if you're watching Melee...
It definitely is shaping up here.
If you are watching Melee and you've now come to Smash 4, we'd like to welcome you. My name's EBS Jash.
I'm Fiji Mamba.
And we're your commentaries for the top 8 today. We're at BAM9, Battle Arena Melbourne 9 at the Melbourne Convention Expedition Centre.
Game 4 of Losers Finals.
We're currently mid-set between Luco and Ghost.
And yeah, as we said, the Lucas has come out now. And this is his trusting as his best one by far.
Yeah.
And it's not that different. So, like, a lot of the tools he's used against Ghosts, like the up airs and whatnot, grab game, still going to be there. Like, granted, Lucas's up air isn't as good as Nessa's, but it's still similar in terms of, like, functionality.
Yeah, of course. And there's combos coming out of both these characters here. As soon as one of them hits the ground, it's whoever gets the grab first and then goes into a combo.
And it's just really hard, it's just really scary when you're in the air against a DK. You never know when that up air is going to come out. It's such a threat.
We sense evening up here as we start through game 4.
Juggle's coming out. Ooh, but he turns with the down air. Gives him that bit of that dunk.
Yeah. He was facing the wrong way, unfortunately.
Otherwise, that would have been great.
Zazim unfortunately dies himself.
I love that! I love that!
That was such an odd interaction.
That's the sneakiest little thing he could have done.
I reckon he could have survived. So worth it. I think he could have survived, but he was too busy reacting to what he just did. Oh.
That is the best thing I've seen.
Such a... The little snake just comes out.
The best reverse edge guard ever.
Up air to up tilt.
Yeah, he's gonna have to use this PK fire a whole bunch in neutral. You know, you gotta keep the grapplers out of projectiles. It's just like the fundamentals.
Yeah.
But a lovely cross up there. Getting the combo.
Ghost knows to shield that though, because if he tries to challenge anything, Nair's coming straight down.
It's looking very nice for Luco right now.
But yeah, it's getting worse. Like, if Luco, he's either got to go really hard here, or if he gets grabbed, he's in a lot of trouble.
Yeah. His spacing and movement has just been on point in these last few minutes.
Zare's going to be his best friend.
Oh, absolutely. Zare and side B. Just helps you keep him out. Yeah, he's just trying to mix up between the side Bs and the Zares. And he might go in for like that cross-up every now and then. You never know when it's coming. Because when he gets in, that could be very scary for Ghost. But Ghost has rage. He has that punch winded up. But the grab!
He gets deep.
And that is a set!
There we go. Ghost coming out the 3-1 against Extra. That means he has earned his place to do the run back against Extra in Grands. Luco, a phenomenal effort, picking up 3rd place at Battle Arena Melbourne 9.
And he should be happy with that. He almost had it.